Yeah, in theory. Does it work though, Becky?
Well, yeah, that's why I look so small now. I've got my big bag on under the desk. But that's what these do for me. They're so chunky and bold, aren't they? They make my hands look very dainty. You have got here your beautiful shell flowers. These are 26mm. I love the sheen on these. It's like stepping into a pool. Oh my gosh, look at that. Gorgeous. As well as that, you've got a little bit more of your shell in these really delicate light blue round 6mm. These are in the aqua tone. Lengthy strand of that again, actually. That's longer than our average 30 centimetres, definitely. Oh, as well as this, you have got your blue colour dyed quartz, and these are your plain rounds 10mm. I love this mixture of colours that we have here together. That is really, really exceptional. You've also got in here 260 carats worth of this as well. And you also have 80 carats worth of your blue quartzite. And these ones are your 6mm rounds. Now, I'm just wondering, oh, I do get 40 carats of moonstone with this as well. Now, if you're on the website, you will be able to see what I am seeing, and your description will just be the quartz in the 2 sizes and the 2 shells. But actually, you also get this strand of moonstone. Oh my goodness, the blue schiller just boinged then. And just popped. This is 40 carats worth we have of here. These are your center drilled drops that we've got. Look at how superbly those work together. Joe, I love about these. You've got variety in sizes, variety in shapes, but they all tie together with this beautiful serene blue just running through them. 5 strands I've got here. Price should be £17.75. Of course it should. I've got 5 strands here. So of course I'd be heading towards the £20 point, because especially for the size of these and the quality, real quartz, 10mm, massive 260 carats with just on that 1 strand. So of course we're heading up around that price tag. But this is designer inspiration, and my aim today is to make you say, no way, as much as possible. Your price today is just, for all 5 today, it's going down. It's just £12.95 for you. Oh my goodness, so how many is that? How much is that working out at per strand? It's like a couple of quid, isn't it? Isn't it like £2.50 or something a strand?
It's dirt cheap and absolutely glorious.
Isn't it?
Just amazing. If you put that against a tan, a suntan, you know, if you've come back from your holiday, that's fantastic. But it's also perfect to make for a late summer holiday as well, when you're going to get a tan.
You are absolutely right. You really, really are.
Just glorious. Summer, all the way through into the winter.
I love these big flowers. They are gorgeous, aren't they? And I'm just thinking, I just want to do a little headband shot. I'm going to my festival this weekend, and I really haven't sorted out my festival attire yet. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, flowers. Just working out what I'm going to make at home. So you've got these huge flowers, and they're massive, beautiful, 26mm on those. Every single one of them, the sheen's gorgeous. Boy, oh boy, well done, everyone who's getting your hands on this today. Do you have a look at the sheen on this? It's just so gorgeous. I love our shell, I have to say. Look at that. That iridescence. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful, and of course all double-sided as well. Oh, it's just so sumptuous. Okay, half my stock's gone, I'll be completely honest. Bit of a queue on the phone. We will be with you. The call centre will be answering your phone call soon. 0800 644 655. Do you know what? Today, if you're planning on starting a new skill, if you're planning on doing jewel enamel for the first time ever, congratulations for finding us or joining us today, because today is your last chance. And honestly, the on-show prices today genuinely are ones I've never seen before. Low prices, I'll be completely honest. If you are joining us today to get your hands on that for the first time, if you are joining us today to get your last chance, last stock, low prices on our jewel enamel and all the other goodies related to it, why not treat yourself to this sort of thing today when it's working out just over £2.50 per strand for some gorgeous, really usable pieces, because it's only £2.95 for the whole day. And don't forget, if you want express delivery, that's only an extra £2 more on the postage and packaging. It doesn't matter how much you get. I'll tell you what, this wet melting pot, it's not the lightest thing in the world, of course. That to post itself would cost a very pretty penny. So why not get your hands on this, all the other goodies? You could literally buy one of everything on the show that you saw today, and you will still only be paying £2.95. Tell you what though, I'm in my last chance saloon. 30 or less of this now, 30 or less. I'm heading down into my teens on this really quickly. £12.95 for you on this today. You're gonna have to be quick to get your hands on it. You really are gonna have to be quick. There's so many of these going. I've got so many cracking prices for you today. It's not the day to be missing out. It's really not. So do treat yourself. And I've got a gorgeous little bundle for you now. Boy, oh boy, do you lot love memory wire. Memory wire is one of those products that when I first saw it, I thought, oh yeah, I understand this. Oh yeah, I can see the idea and how you could create it. But then when I actually managed to play with it, it's so simple, but you can use your imagination with it, can't you, Liz?
You can, yes, absolutely. And it is great for people who are beginning, I think, as well.
You're absolutely right.
It's much less fiddly than working with some of the beading threads and things like that. So.
You are totally right about that, definitely. I've been making my friends some friendship bracelets. I know, because I'm so sweet. I've been making my friends some friendship bracelets, and I wanted to do us all ones with like our initials on, but I didn't have any memory wire, and I thought, how gorgeous would it be to have, you know, a really big chunky one? So I ended up doing it with elastic, but I had to make then like 7 each, and it took me half the day. I could have done it in moments with this. I really could have. You've got loads of it here as well. Let's take a little look. It's in this beautiful, really elegant rose gold colouring that I'm giving you. The necklace wires. You've got approximately 14 coils on, 10 coils on the necklace, isn't it? Yeah, approximately 10 coils on this necklace strand. You're then going to be getting the bracelet sizes in the gold and the rose gold. Don't forget, these are two of our newest colours. We used to only bring you the silver until recently. 14 coils on here, and then 14 coils on the rings. Oh, come here you, as well, in the gold and in the rose gold. So when I say coils, we're talking about how many circles there are to it. So if I show you the ring one, each one of those loops is an individual coil, and that means that really simply all you have to do is you could take off 1 coil, you could take off 3 coils, you could keep it all coiled together if you want and create a really nice stacker ring. Actually, that'd be gorgeous, wouldn't it? And you can just use it as and when you wish to create neck pieces, bracelets, rings, but also you can mold them and form them to be pendants as well. Speaking of mould and form, when I think mould and form and I think pendants, I'm going to be thinking about this. One of Gemma Crow's favourite products, and one of your favourites as well out there, mesh. Now this is your wire mesh in the antiques bronze and in the dark green. You have got here the 18mm, you've got a meter's worth of each of these. The wire mesh is so versatile, so usable. You can net gems with this, you could do headpieces with this, flowers you could create with this. In fact, 2013 2013 we had a winning design from our designer Gemma Crow, and she actually created her winning design piece with this product. It is so workable and so usable. It was a beautiful bridal bouquet that she created, really stunning. You've also got here your copper twisted wire. This is your 0.4 double twist, so that means essentially it's like the quantity of a 0.8. I always think it's really funny that we say 10 meters, because essentially you're actually getting 20 meters worth of wire here, really, aren't you, of the 0.4. It's in that beautiful copper tone. If you haven't worked with twisted wire before, now's your opportunity to give it a go, because it's just thrown in here as a bit of a bonus. You get all of that in your large organza bag, which is great just to give as gifts or just to keep all your mess out of the way, really. All of this today should be £17.75. Now, note, that is involving any discounts that might already have taken place on this. So let's reiterate, get yourself on the phone now. That's all I'm saying. Let's reiterate, you get in the necklace, the bracelets, the rings, the mesh and the wire for just £9.75. £8 saving on this today. That is an astonishing little price point. I know places where you could buy one mesh for that price.
I'm just staggered. That's fantastic. That is amazing because, I mean, I don't know how much the wire is, but there's so much there. I'm just amazed.
It's astonishing, isn't it?
Yes, stunned.
I am stunned. It is absolutely amazing. £9.75 for all of this. Don't forget, you are getting 10 of the necklace rings. You're getting essentially, well, you're getting 14 coils in gold and the rose gold of the bracelet, and you're getting 14 coils on the rings each in the gold as well. Oh, actually, I'm looking at that picture. Do you get another necklace one, do you? I should have two. Oh my goodness. So what I've just shown you then, hang on. Oh, they're snuggling, that's why. They're tied together, you little devils. What are you like? Oh, they were having a little cuddle. Yeah, no, they all like smudged into one then. Like they were like this, hang on. Look. So I thought, oh right, yeah, that's just one. But no. Woo! Little do you know. Oh, I felt a bit like in the circus then. Do you know when they go that? Oh my goodness, I'm just working this out actually. The mesh itself normally should be around that price for the two actually. The wire itself's normally around sort of the £4, £5 mark, isn't it? Oh my goodness, this is such a bargain. You've gone off my screen, Carol. Lynette's there, Marcia's there, Eileen, Sarah, Bridget. Bridget, I love your name. Kathleen, Glenda. I love that name. Hey, wasn't Glenda in The Wizard of Oz? Oh, was that Glinda? Close. There's loads of you getting it. Your hands on this today. This is some wire mesh pieces actually. Look, see, this is what I'm talking about. If you're tuning in for the first day today, this is made by the gorgeous Gemma Crow, and this is working with the wire mesh. So there, really simply, in a sense, we've just created a frame or a wire work base and then formed mesh around it. In this one here, you'll see, this is very much about kind of folding the mesh, because obviously it keeps its shape, 'cause it's wire mesh, but you can fold it and use it. There's loads and loads of tutorials online about this on our Jewellery Maker, so do not forget, Jewellery Maker YouTube page, sorry. And the Facebook page, we have pictures on theirs as well, but we do step-by-step tuition on this type of thing, so get yourself on there, truly do. Congratulations, you've got some of our most prized products in this time at a really, really low price. Now, I'm heading over to you now, love.
That sounds good. You know you can use the wire mesh to ooze through with Friendly Plastic.
Oh my gosh, I remember you doing
three-dimensional
ooze.
Three-dimensional ooze with it, and it's excellent stuff. I use it a lot.
That was so good. I remember that. You kind of put it in and then went,
yes,
and it kind
of
of
twist it in. Yeah.
Oh, so good. Last chance to get your hands on that. I've got multi-buyers galore. You've gone off my screen twice. I'm heading over to you now, Liz.
That sounds good.
Are you excited?
I am extremely excited. There's just so much. When Pip sent me that bundle, I could not believe my eyes at how much was in there.
A lot of goodies.
A lot of goodies.
A lot of goodies.
Yeah.
Oh, sound like Cilla Black then. I have got so many treats for you lined up in today's show, I truly have. And I've got to say, we have just fallen in love with these Friendly Plastic pieces.
Yeah, I'm glad you like them. They're a bit different.
Oh, they are beautiful. We've got the first designer inspiration coming for you right now, and we're starting off with Friendly Plastic. Stay exactly where you are though, because I've got so many treats and goodies, and I've got the jewel enamel coming up just after this. So, Friendly Plastic, you've been doing this for quite some time, haven't you?
Yeah, it's about 23 years or so. Not long.
Not long, not long at all. For anyone who's not seen you before, tell us what got you into this. It's kind of you saw something and fell in love, really, wasn't it?
I did, yes. I saw a pair of earrings. I was in New Orleans. I saw them in a market, and the chap wouldn't tell me what they were made of. I thought they were leather, but they weren't. And I bought them, very expensive, and then I went back to, we were living in Omaha, Nebraska, which isn't necessarily the place that you would like to live, but it was great fun. And there in the craft barns, they had what looked like multicoloured bookmarks, which is like this.
The friendly plastic strips.
And above on a headerboard was jewellery just like the ones I just paid a fortune for in New Orleans. And so I started learning from the little leaflet that you got when you bought some of this, and it's just never stopped.
And you've just continued and continued.
Yes.
And I tell you what, you have continued today because you were doing some techniques I've never ever seen before. Take a look at these stunning designs. You're going to have the chance to get your hands on so many of these goodies today. I love, this is the one you've had inspiration from your lovely friends.
Yes,
from,
in Denmark, yes. Karen Schmidt and Barbara Lees in Denmark are extremely clever friendly plastic artists, and I went to spend a bit of time with them, and I shared my techniques with them, and they shared some of theirs with me. And although I had done some of this, what I call a riveting technique, Karen had done lots, and with rubber. It's rubber inner tubes, and it could be any inner tube, from a bicycle inner tube to a tractor inner tube, which is about this wide.
Wow!
It's amazing. She does fantastic things, and she's really a perfectionist and does the most beautiful bits and pieces. But I've got my take on what she's done here. It's very different styles, of course, but the technique I think you will find extremely useful.
Oh, I cannot wait to see how we've done this. You've also managed to create these beautiful high shine, really funky, really fun matching set here of the necklace and the beautiful earrings. Just look at the gemstones captivated inside. I love the high shine of friendly plastic.
I do too. The fact that you can keep it high shine or you can tone it right down. But the glossy blue was actually pink fusible film.
And it's gone blue.
It's gone blue on the black back of friendly plastic.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I chose the pink because there's pink in the stripe in the striped version of friendly plastic.
Yeah.
But it didn't stay that way. It went blue, and I really like the contrast. So
I
we
love
went with
that
it.
contrast. We'll go with it.
Yes.
We've got this cuff as well to show today,
Yes.
which is just exceptional. It's unique. It's so wearable as well. It truly, truly is. And we're going to be having a little look at how to create this today.
We are. That's what we're going to start with, actually. This is a bit of a contrast to the second demo, which is about loads and loads of different things to do with jewel enamels. We're going to just take a little bit of time to show you the step-by-step process of doing this riveting thing, and that's the project.
I cannot wait. Well, first off, we better start by letting you have the opportunity to own some of the things you need to create. Which one are we doing first, love? The friendly plastic. Fab. So, I love these so much. These are just wonderful. You know the names to all of these, don't you?
I do, yes I do. Of course I do. I've been doing it for 23 years.
Which is my favourite because I like to try and guess. So you're getting absolutely loads in this one.
Yeah, they're lovely colours actually. They're quite subtle.
They work gorgeously together,
They
don't they?
Yes.
So let's have a little look. I'll tell you what I think they're called, and then Liz will give you the proper name. I'm going to go for this one here. I'm going to go for chameleon green.
Oh, you're close. It's green print. That one. It's not a very interesting name, but it's a print and it's green, and it has a sort of oil slicky look, which is hard to pick up on the camera.
It really. It's
you
hard
can
to
see,
see
yeah,
in the light
little bits
too,
there.
isn't it?
Yes.
I can see. Okay, I'm
It's
going
really
for
nice.
this one.
It goes to a lovely softer colour green when it's done. That one is chameleon.
Oh, well
That's the lovely mauvey purple one way and green the other way.
Wait.
It's one of my favourites, that one
Can you
is.
see that on the screen? When you hold it one way, it's pink, and then you
Yes.
see it's pink there, then wait, green. Hang on. Pink, greeny blue, pink, greeny blue.
It really
It's like
is
one of those
lovely.
holograms you used to get.
Yes. It's a great colour because it goes for so many different things.
Love
It
that.
changes depending on which way you look at it.
I'm going to go for gold.
And that is Spanish copper.
Spanish copper. That's very golden to me.
It's a dark, deep, bronzy gold.
Oh, Liz is trying to make me feel better. You've then got, wow, I'm going to go for diesel slick.
It's gold swirl. That's because there's two others that have that same sort of oil slicky look to them.
Oh, yeah.
And the other two are mother of pearl black and mother of pearl white, but this one is called gold swirl.
That is
and there's
gorgeous.
also swirl actually, so I'm wrong, there's 4.
Oh, wowzers, gold
Yes.
swirl. Oh, this one's got to be lilac.
Lavender, very close, very floral.
So close. That's beautiful, isn't it?
This is
It's got a
lovely
really
colour.
nice metallic, but it's not over the top,
Yes.
overpowering, is it?
As I say, these colours are actually quite subtle.
Yeah, really is.
So
Oh, I love this. I am going to go for... Ooh, hard to
I
say. 'Silver...
don't know what I'm called. Ooh.
Silver... 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 Silver Snake.
Silver Spectra.
Well, why was that? Why was? I thought you were doing an impression.
Spectra. I thought you were going to say something.
Silver Snake. I just thought you were doing an impression.
No, I'm no good with impressions.
I know this one. Gorgeous silver and copper light tones to this, isn't it?
Yes, it's got the same sort of bronzy copper that's in the Spanish copper.
You're right, actually.
But sprinkled over the silver, and it's a really nice one.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Rainbow.
Stripe. Very boring name. There is a rainbow, but this is Stripe.
Oh.
But this one is, I think, is immensely useful because it's got so many colours in it, and it's already got a pattern on there, a stripe pattern, which can be extremely helpful.
So it can save you jobs?
It can.
Ooh,
yes.
I love that idea.
There's 2 of those.
There is 2 of those?
Yes.
And then, green.
Well, hey!
Yes!
She got one.
Finally! 1 out of loads isn't bad. So let me show you these all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 I've got here. Let me show you them all together because they just work beautifully.
They do, they're lovely actually.
Gosh, they're gorgeous, aren't they? Look how beautifully they work as a collection. Isn't that
Pip has a good eye, I think.
Oh, wow. Beautiful. So you're going to be getting these 9. You're also going to be getting the fusible film. Now again, this will be an interesting one to show.
Yes.
So this is the one, so am I thinking you use this one?
I used, yes, I think it was a pink, that one I used.
Oh wow. Talk to us a little bit about fusible film for anyone who's not seen it before. I'll just run through the colours for you.
Magical stuff. You can iron it together, you can iron it with Angelina fibres and Crystallina fibres, you can heat it and it changes colour, you can use it with jewel enamels, it's fantastic in diamond clear jewel enamels. I wrap it around and make beads out of it, it fuses to the back of friendly plastic, you could put it between sheets of parchment and you get a lovely sort of shimmery shine if you're into paper crafting. There's no end to it. You can put it behind nets and things, you can use it in your textiles. It reacts to heat. So it will colour and change shape slightly when you heat it, but that's the glory of it really.
That is beautiful. And this is the one here. This one here is the one that you used.
So yes, I thought, you see over black.
And it went blue.
Look at that.
That's amazing.
Can you see that? And if I take that away,
this is the one we put it on the blue and it's turned blue.
And it's gone blue, which is
gorgeous.
What I did with the necklace there, which was so surprising because I honestly thought, oh, that pink, that'll be great, it'll go with the stripe.
And then it just changed slightly.
Yes.
Changed ever so slightly.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these we're getting, and you get quite a length, don't you?
You do. In fact, if I just rummage, I'll find you little samples of paper that I
brilliant.
Made with it.
Great, so you've got 5 of these, you've got a beautiful sort of pink tone, you've got kind of a greeny pink, you've got the blue tone, you've got this goldeny silvery, and then you've got sort of a purpley green. Oh,
yes.
Oh wow, look.
This is, does it show against the white a little bit better there? I don't know. It shows differently against white and black.
Wow.
And that is just different layers. Trying to get it so that
that's gorgeous.
Different layers of the fusible film just ironed together with some of the gilding flake sandwiched in between.
Wow.
And it's lovely, and it's sort of, you can see it, Becky, but the camera might struggle to pick that up. And can you see the puckered surface?
Yeah.
And I particularly like this reverse surface because I like the textures on it.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
And it changes colour depending on the light as well, and you know which way you're holding it.
That is so cool.
So, and then that's it ironed with Angelina fibres, a Crystallina.
I've got the Crystallina coming up for you in a little bit.
And that is lovely. And I've used this as the basis of some beads. But again, you can use it for paper crafting. And again, I've trapped gilding flake in it.
Gorgeous.
There's so many things.
That'd be beautiful on the front of a card, wouldn't it, or a memory book?
I could have carried on with this for ages, but I did have such an enormous bundle to work with that I had to stop.
You really did. So, you are going to be getting all of this together today. It should be £21.50. What do you think of that price?
That's a very fair price.
We're going to take it lower. We're going to go under £20 on this today. 5 of your fusible films, 9 of the friendly plastics themselves. Your price today, £16.95 for you. What do you think of that?
That is a very good price, yes. You will have a lot of fun with that. There's so many things you can do, and the fusible film will go a long way, as does the friendly plastic, because it's all reusable and recyclable, so there's never any waste. So it'll go a long, long way. It'll go a long, long way and over lots of mediums as well.
Oh, definitely. I need to let you know we've not got that many. How many have I got, love? I've now only got about 20 left.
Oh wow, you better be quick then.
There's 21 in baskets. Oh, and people on the phone.
And that's before we've even actually shown you what to do with it.
Exactly. So be quick out there. Get yourself on the phone lines to have a go at this wonderful medium. Let's get started, lovely Liz.
Alrighty. Do we want to do the bit with the Fusible Film Fest, or do you want to do the cuff first?
Oh, I don't know. Surprise
well,
me.
I tell you what. Should we do the Fusible Film bit just because it's there? Okay.
Just because
right.
It's the right one. Yeah.
Okay. So I've got my stripe. Yes.
Learn the name.
Yeah. I'm going to just take a piece.
So you don't need any special shears with this,
no? Although, I mean, I use the leather shears as well. Any of them, I quite like these ones because they have a good, strong point, if you know what I mean. They cut all the way to the point.
Yeah.
And don't be fussy about exactly what shape you cut. Really don't. Don't worry about it.
And we can use all these offcuts and everything.
Absolutely. So that's going there. I'm just going to hoik that out of there. That's my little project sheet. I need to get a little piece of fusible film out. Can I ask you to open my pack?
Absolutely,
Thank you very much.
can.
And you can choose any colour you like.
Yes.
And I'm going to heat this with a heat gun until it's just a bit beyond the slightly glossy stage where we normally apply foils.
Okay.
Just a bit beyond that. You just want it to be a little softer, and it's ideal if it can stay on your little project sheet. Thank you very much. With this heat gun, you can actually turn it down and go for less blow.
Okay.
But I want a bit of speed here. Okay. I don't want it to be really, really soft. I just want it to be just good and tacky. So I'm going to place that on.
I have got the heat gun coming up as well for you, just so you know.
Okay. Rub that on and try and get rid of any air bubbles.
Okay.
And then we'll take it off there. And then I'm just going to cut it out. Roughly around there. Don't worry if you're not quite cutting exactly. The excess bits of fusible film will disappear in the next heating stage.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to give that back to you actually, my lovely
I'll
assistant.
pop it in there for you.
Thank you. Otherwise I end up with such a jumbly mess over there.
It's a sellout. So sorry.
Oh
Sorry
my
if you
goodness.
missed out. Don't worry. It's going to be like that today. It just is.
Yes.
It's a very busy day. If you see something you like it, just get on the phone, because you know we're going to do you great. You know we're going to do you absolutely great deals. I have got the some gemstones, a findings pack and wire up for you now. So whilst Liz is heating that, I will just very quickly bring this on, because we are a shopping channel. We're not allowed to have graphics up without anything there. So really quick, I'll bosh through this. If you want genuine gemstones with essentials, now's your chance. I have got 10 metres worth of your 0.6. I've got 10 metres worth of your 0.4, one of your favourite gauges, both in the silver. I've then got matching in the silver, a findings pack.
There's some really nice things in that finding pack.
Why have I not seen this findings pack before?
And I have to say the wire is lovely because it's really firm.
I've not seen this findings pack before.
And there's some lovely triangular ended head pins as well, I've noticed in here. With little
oh my gosh,
really
they
nice
did.
things.
Oh my goodness, I love it. Take a little look. I've never seen this one before. Isn't that adorable little clasp here?
Look,
and then look, oh my goodness, triangular headed head pins. Look at that, flat bottomed head pins.
These beads,
I
used a lot of these.
them.
These are lovely because they're quite heavy. They add weight, and Friendly Plastic and Jewel Enamels and the fusible film is very light.
Oh, sorry.
So
Let me
they
show
add
you.
a super little bit of weight.
This is a little spacer, but look,
In fact,
they're quite chunky, aren't they? Let me show you it from the side as well, so you get an idea. It's like a little flower, isn't it?
here you go, Becky. They're on the end of
Isn't that? You've used them on the end of here.
Yes.
They're so cool.
And those little beads are made with the fusible film and the Angelina and Crystallina fibres, and a little bit of jewel enamels to dip in the ends. And the bead, because that means they're very light, and the little beads then make them hang nicely because they've got a little bit.
It's got a bit of weight to it.
Yes. So there we go. Sorry,
all of those things that lovely Liz just mentioned, I've got coming up for you today. Oh my gosh, I've got so many goodies. Look at these huge earrings as well. They're those really funky lock earrings. So you know when you make yourself a really gorgeous heavy pair of earrings, they don't fall out because you lock them into place. It's fab,
I think
isn't
you
it?
need quite a long neck for those ones. You can't have short, stubby neck like me. You need a long, elegant neck, like Debbie Bulford. She's got a
giraffe.
Or a giraffe. Yeah.
Nice long neck.
How is our giraffe? Is she okay?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Sorry, Debbie. It's
okay. No, I know exactly what you mean. A nice long neck. Just it's nice. That draws the eye down.
Yes,
doesn't it?
absolutely.
Gorgeous. Ben, they'd look good on you, mate. You're right. You would. You've got a very long neck, haven't you? In fact, you do an impression of a giraffe, don't you? Wait, ready? Can you see him?
Normal.
This is normal, he's saying. Look at that. Whoa! Where did that neck come from?
Extend a neck.
It's really sad that I knew that was one of his many talents.
A Mr. Man who did that, wasn't there? One of the little Mr. Men characters.
Stretch.
Yes, that stretched.
Mr. Tickle.
Mr. Tickle, there we go.
Mr. Neck.
No, not Mr. Neck, Ben. I've also got some genuine gemstone strands for you. No way have I got that in this kit. Oh my goodness, I actually have.
It's really lovely, that is.
I've got your gorgeous strand of your clear crackle quartz here, 260 carats worth. Look at what I've got. I did not even realise I had this Charolite. Oh my goodness, I've only ever shown you this gemstone strand once ever before. This is such a rare gemstone. We rarely ever have this. If you haven't owned this strand before, it's a beautiful mixture of your purples, your lilacs, going through to these deep chocolates. It really is an absolutely exceptional gemstone. Every single one totally unique. It's so beautiful. I'm so excited to bring you this. You are going to be getting of this 210 carats worth on that strand. You've also then got the beautiful peach moonstone. Sunstone, sorry, I'm lying. Sunstone. Gorgeous sunstone that we have here, and you've got 220 carats worth. All of these, of course, are in that nugget style, which gives it gorgeous symmetry. And lastly, but by no means leastly, you've got this sunshine citrine. So beautiful. Of the citrine, you're going to be getting a real 200 carats worth, and you've got that real honey tone to this, actually, haven't you?
Yes.
Some citrine can be really subtle, but this isn't.
No, it's gorgeous. It was worth sorting through, actually, to find the ones with the most colour to play against friendly plastic. It was really good. They're just beautiful, and the lovely sunstone. When I saw it through the bubble wrap, I thought, that's just sort of a bit slightly dull orange, but when you open it and look at it under natural light, it's gorgeous.
It is absolutely exceptional, isn't it? It's really beautiful. Yes. And actually the sunstone colourings that we've got in that is very, very big this season.
Really
massive,
pretty.
Coming up for autumn and winter hugely. So all of this that you're seeing on your screen should be £30 and 15 pence. That's already taken into account any discounts. I'm going to take this under 20. Get yourself on the phone right now for me, please. It's yours today for just £19.95. That's all you're paying today. 4 strands of genuine gemstones, including that Charolite, which we hardly ever see. Beautiful example of your citrine. Gorgeous sunstone here with beautiful adulorescence. I love the shimmer.
It is lovely. That
Quackled quartz. It's just the most beautiful drops. 20 metres worth of wire, and one of our newest findings packs that personally I've not seen before. Should have been over £30. It's yours for under 20 today. Just £19.95. You're saving yourself a massive amount there. Should have been over 30. You're getting it for £19.95 today. Wow, I've got good enough quantity of this, but you're going to have to be quick. I've already sold out on way over half of the products today. Be really quick for me. £19.95 for you today. Wonderful, lovely lady. I'm back with you.
Good.
I'm good.
We can start again. I'm going to just finish heating this then, because it cooled down.
Okay. So I have got the heat gun coming up for you in a little bit, don't forget.
Okay. This shouldn't take long because it has just been heated. But okay. So this is really. Oh, it's not that long. It's cooled longer than I thought it had. It's really easy once it is soft to start bending it. But you can't twist it and bend it like you would with friendly plastic with no fusible film on it, because the film prevents you from doing that. So you have to be quite gentle.
Okay.
Okay, and then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to...
Now, is that baking hot now?
Feel it.
I know it's really not.
If it was baking hot, could I hold it in my hand?
Well, no, but some people have asbestos fingers, don't they?
Well, yes, they probably are a bit
maybe
asbestos.
you have asbestos fingers, but no, it's not.
So you can just fold it, just slightly if you want to, and I kick back a little bit so that you see some of that inside bit.
So you're just giving it the shape you want?
Yes. And if it's cooling too much, you can also put it in the hot water to do
okay.
that. But as I want to show you also how to do this cuff, but I want the next stage of this as well. I'm just going to leave it as it is and just pop that into cold water because that will harden it off quickly.
Okay.
So it
sets it a bit.
It does,
quick.
absolutely. And you can leave it in there. Let me just get a bit of kitchen roll. And then we're going to use the soldering iron. I use the soldering iron a lot.
There are loads of you coming in for this. You are on the phone lines. Stay where you are, please, just because we have got a tiny bit of a queue. It's well worth it, though, at that price point. Treat yourself today. Even if it's not fall-friendly plastic, you know you can use this for so much, really, can't you?
Oh, yes. Okay, so this is like a hot knife, but a soldering iron works just as well.
Okay.
And all you have to do is just pierce it through.
So that's just really, really hot, just poking through?
It pokes through. And if it's a bit messy...
Yeah.
Clean up the end of your tip. Be quick about that. Don't hold your hand over the end because it's hot. So just be quick, and you can put as many little holes in there as you like. And the nice thing about it is it sort of gives a slightly riveted effect.
You're right, yeah.
Which, if you're quick, you can get a little bit of mica powders and just brush those on.
Oh, and they kind of stay in there?
Yep, they'll colour the bit of black plastic that has been exposed. Yes, that's right. Wow. And as soon as that is cool, then you can rub off the excess. I'll just dunk it in water briefly and that'll cool it quickly. It does leave a little bit of mica powders in the water, but
wow.
So that's really quick and easy to do, to just get some little holes in there. You can also use that if you wanted to make the hole at the top, but I didn't. I wanted that to be part of the design. And if you take your time over it, you'll get a really neat little hole with a little rim around it.
Okay.
That you can colour.
Love that.
So that was basically how I did the pendant and the earrings, and I just threaded some gemstones, the lovely citrine, on some of the. I used gold wire for this one just because it was gold everywhere.
Yeah.
And stuck that in there.
I love.
A little bit of wire wrapping.
How clever is that? And this is where we've used the gemstones as well inside the earrings, but also inside that beautiful neck piece.
It's just something a little bit more contemporary, a little different, and extremely simple to do.
I love these. That's so easy to do, isn't it?
It is really simple to do.
So simple to do. Gorgeous. So where are we moving on to
Right,
next?
we're going to I want to use some of the moulding compound
I
next.
have got your chance to get your moulding compound in moments. It's just there, Pete. Thanks, sweet pig. You're a little love. Thank you, Pete. Can I have the compound in moulds, Pete? Sweet pig. Yes, you're a love. Thanks. Oh, bless. He's getting out the mica powders for me. You little love. Thanks, Pete. Pete, did you do any impressions? There's more stuff in there, Pete. Ow. Did you not have any time for impressions over the weekend, Pete?
Oh, you're a good impressionist.
Good?
Is he excellent?
Tell you what, he's wasted as the floor manager. Could have your own show, couldn't you, Pete? Pete, there's a little bit more in there. There's some gloves in there as well, love. You're a love. Thanks, sweet pig. I'm going to give you this moulding compound now, but talk to us about why this is so fantastic.
Moulding compound, to me, is an essential thing. And this is actually a particularly good and strong one. It makes really robust moulds, but still flexible.
Yeah.
And it just means that wherever you go, you can keep these in your pocket if you want, or just little bits of it in your pocket, and you can mould it around all sorts of interesting things you find. I use it particularly for picking up textures in nature. And it was Barbara Lees in Denmark. She goes around with it in her pocket and she just slaps it onto leaves or bits of tree or anything.
That's so cool.
Waits 10 minutes, peels it off, and you've got a texture sheet or a mould, which is perfect.
It's so simple to use, isn't it?
It is.
We're going to show you exactly how to use this, but think of anything that you've ever seen and thought, oh, I would love to recreate that.
Yes.
Well, you could recreate it with this time and time again. Have you got any vintage buttons that maybe you'd like to recreate a look of? You could even make your own buttons, couldn't you?
I mean, it's so useful when you want to do multiple things.
Yes.
You know, you want that button to become 50 beads for some projects. Well, you could just make a mould. You could just use it again and again and again. You can make 2 moulds and speed up the process.
Or if you've seen something that you absolutely adore and you think, actually, if I put that together and squidge them in, that'd make a really cool mould. You can do that. You can make your own. And the wonderful thing is, if you want to make your own logo that perhaps you do have on every single piece of your own jewellery, like Chanel, like Gucci, it's like your little je ne sais quoi, that when people see it, they go, oh, I know who made that piece of jewellery. You can with this, and you can recreate it time and time again. In polymer, in enamel, in
silver clay, friendly plastic, anything.
Metal clay.
Yes, absolutely.
So much of this. Now I need to let you know, already people are purchasing this and it is flying out. Your price today is just £34.95 for 200 grams worth. We're going to show you exactly how to use it now. It is so simple, but be quick, because tell you what, almost half my stock's gone, so be very quick.
And a little goes a long way. It really does.
Love that.
So for this particular project, which I'm just going to hoik this over here.
Yeah, go on. So we need that for this, don't we?
We want to make some moulds to form these little flowers. They're not going to be flower-shaped moulds. They're going to be really simple.
Okay.
I believe in simple, and I believe in using what you've got at home as well.
Okay.
So I'm taking 2 equal parts of the moulding compound. You can use the little scoops if you want, which you've got here, which is really helpful. If I turn them that way, because there's one marked with a blue.
One with a blue and one with a white,
So you know, because you don't want to contaminate, you don't want to cross-contaminate, because obviously when they're mixed together, it starts setting. So that's what you want to avoid. So if you are using your fingers, use different fingers for the different pots, different hands. So I'm going to put that there and leave that to Becky to tidy up. So these need to be approximately the same amount, and you're going to mix them together. Just squish them together.
Oh, it's so relaxing.
It is actually. Yes, apologies for my finger. I've split it. I cut it using the wire as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so got a nice little wire cut, but I don't like using plasters. It gets in the way. Okay, so you've got to keep mixing and keep looking to see whether you've got any bits of white showing. Can you see that side is still a bit marbly?
Yes.
And you need to keep going.
So you rub it until it's just one whole colour?
Yes, and it does need to be one colour. So with this size bit, it was maybe 20-30 seconds of mixing, and it starts, just then all of a sudden it starts to feel slightly warm, beginning to get warm, and that's when you know that it's starting to actually cure.
Okay.
And I'm going to use some very technical bits of equipment here. Some measuring spoons.
Okay.
I can't remember which, it might have been that measuring spoon I used, and the lid of my F-colour stove.
Wow.
In fact, I'll use.
That's the great thing about this product, though. Anything that you can hold or touch, you can make an impression of.
You can, absolutely.
Fab.
Can I get you to continue to sort that one out, Becky? Just move it down and make it a nice shape, and I'll just put it on top of here as well.
Just to let you know, it is going to be a sellout, this product. I've probably got about 8 or 9 left of this at the moment. In fact, it's less than that, apparently. I've just been told it's about 5.
Well, it's such a useful product. It really is extremely good. I have lots of it, actually. I use it a lot. So then, once you've got it around your shape, it could be anything.
Oh, it's
leave
relaxing,
it, for about,
isn't it?
10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
And I'll put that to one side,
Yeah.
and we'll start the process then of making the little fab. Okay.
Love that.
So I need my colours, and for this cuff, I use the Spanish copper, chameleon, and lavender. I just love the colours together. I think
love
they're
them,
beautiful.
gorgeous, aren't they?
And I've told you this many times before, you've got to remove the labels on the back before you start.
Very good tip, because I remember you saying that once, and on a show you forgot.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. Well, it goes to show you can all make mistakes if you're not vigilant, can't you?
You can, absolutely. I've got my melting.
That's the sellout. Sorry, it is a goner. The the RTV moulding compound is gone. I'm sorry to those 7 or 8 people that missed out. Congratulations, whoever got it. On the screen now is going to be The heat gun. So this is your 2-speed heat gun coming up right now. It's really, really easy. You know what it is. I'll go over it really, really quick. You've got 2 speeds on here. So it's 2 speeds. The heat's going to be the same. It's just 2 speeds, high speed and low speed. It's really easy to use. All you have to do is pull out this arm and it clicks into place. You get your power pack already attached on there. We've seen lovely Liz use it before. You love it, don't you?
I use it all the time. It's very useful, and I like the fact that it folds up for packing.
Yeah.
And very handy for storage and for carting around to classes.
Absolutely perfect for that. It's your 2-speed heat gun. I've not got that many left. 84 is the code. Your price, £14.95. Left 84, that's your code. And it's not just this you use it on.
Oh no, I use it on all sorts of different things, and I use it with jewel enamels, I use it with fabrics, I use it with when I'm needing to dry stuff quickly. I even use it to defrost the freezer.
Oh my gosh, that is the best use I've ever heard for a heat gun.
Don't get it too close to the walls, but it does work really quickly. I had such a rotten job. It's a chest freezer and I hate doing it. You sort of delve all the way. So
heat gun out.
Yeah, it works a treat.
I love that. Treat yourself to today, £14.95. Left 84 is the code on that today, your 2-speed heat gun. Fab.
Okay, what we're going to do now is to make this, I have got five flowers. So what I would normally do is I would foil the whole of a back of a strip.
The whole sheet.
Okay, and then you can cut it up. But for today, I will just do one little bit.
Okay.
To make it quick. I'm using approximately a square. Do not worry if it's not precisely a square. It really does not matter. Okay. We're just now going to heat this until it's slightly glossy. Glossy all over, not quite as much as we did with the for the fusible film, but just a bit glossy. Whoop, going everywhere. And then we're going to apply the foils.
And are you using that on high or low?
I was using it on high for speed, but you can use it on low, and it tends to stop it from blowing quite so far. Okay, if you need to, you can use a bit of kitchen roll or whatever to burnish that on. And then it comes off and you've got colour on that side. And then what we want is a little bit of colour on the edges. So this time I'm going to show you something slightly different. You can see that melting pot, can't you?
Yeah, we
Normally,
can.
I use the heat gun to foil the edges. Well, we're going to use the melting pot. Ooh. And I've got a little bit of project sheet in there.
Okay.
And I'm just going to hold that down there until it's just soft, and then put it on, rub underneath and take it off.
We have got your melting pot coming up later, don't forget.
So really easy. We'll do it again because it's really quick, this is.
That's so quick and easy.
Okay, down we go. And then on there, rub, and it's off. So we'll do all 4 sides.
That's giving it a really professional edge.
It does,
isn't it?
It's really nice because it stops you seeing the black, which for some people is an issue.
Yeah.
But in a design like the one we're doing today, it's really nice to have an edge finish all the way around. So, can you see that?
Yes. All the way around, that gorgeous gold. That was just black. So it would have looked, let me show you.
That one there.
It would have just looked like a black edge, like this. But how much more professional do you think that looks? Really does, doesn't it?
It is really nice, and particularly in a design where you're going to see the edges.
Yeah, exactly. That gorgeous. Oh, I love, I love, I love.
So, in order to save a little bit of time, I've done exactly the same thing to a little bit of the chameleon strip.
Okay.
I haven't folded the back yet, but I have done around the edges.
Okay.
So, for the small one, it isn't as critical to foil the back.
Okay.
Because of where it sits in the design.
I see.
Yes, because you don't really see the back as much. So I'm not going to bother, but I did bother on that one.
Okay.
Okay. So now let's see whether we've got whether these are at all firm enough to remove.
I was going to say, is it too cold?
Yeah.
Already?
Yep, already. Off it comes.
So we're just peeling off that mould.
Yep.
Now?
And you've now got 2 little moulds.
Good.
And that we can use. These are the ones I made last time, around exactly the same thing. So they'll come out differently each time.
Fab.
Really fun and easy to do. Okay, so.
Oh wow.
It's easy, isn't it? And
that's
they're firm.
So simple, isn't it? They are firm.
And this one is slightly softer yet, it'll firm up a little bit more.
I was going to say they're firm, but you can still...
Yeah, that's the beauty of them.
It's amazing.
Yes. So if I take my square, and this time I'm going to use hot water.
Okay.
So that's what I've got in the pot here.
So what temperature are we working at here?
60 to 70 degrees centigrade.
Okay.
That's really it. Although sometimes I put this on slightly higher if I've been in a rush, but I think if you're not used to it, 60 to 70 degrees is perfect.
So it's not quite boiling?
Definitely not.
No,
It
not
shouldn't
boiling.
be anywhere near boiling.
Brilliant.
In fact, you should be able to put your finger in for no more than a second.
Okay.
And if you can't touch it at all, then that's too hot.
Okay, good tips.
So, okay, so then I just want to bring my thing of water just close by.
This is just your cold takeaway dish of
and
water.
I'm using my pokey tool, and I'm just going to touch it to the bottom and pick it up. And it's nice and gently floppy.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll put that in to the mould.
Into the mould.
Press it down and just curve the edges over. And you can bring this in just a little.
Just to give it a bit of a more flour-like effect.
I'm going to leave that to one side, and we're going to do exactly the same to the other one, but we're going to use the small mould. I'll use that little one there.
Oh, so that's good too. So you can, although you've got the mould shape itself here, just by using your awl, you can change it, quirk it a little bit.
Oh, definitely. And also, if you don't like it the way it is, you can dangle it back in the water. Or if it's gone a bit funny, just put the whole lot, including the mould, back in the water. It won't hurt the mould, and it means the plastic will soften again.
That's fab, isn't it?
It's very versatile. So, I just love moulding compound.
I love it so much. A moulding compound's amazing.
You have your own tools. That's
Yeah.
what, that suit you the way you work. Okay, here's the other one coming out.
Okay.
So we'll put that in here. And this one I want to curl in a little bit more.
Okay.
Just a bit more. But not too much, because we've got to get a gemstone in there as well. So you can see why it was nice to foil the edges.
Got you.
Now this is going into cold water to harden that up.
Okay, so it's just to speed up the process. You don't have to do it at home.
No, definitely not. Now I need to find my little gemstone that I carefully put one aside. Oh, I put more than one aside. Okay, so we need to make the stone, the little bit in the middle. So we put that to one side. And all we need is a little piece here, about that sort of size. So it's slightly more than half of a strip. I suppose it depends on the width entirely. Okay, now this we need to heat with a heat gun. This is where you really want it to be on a low setting. And I'm going to put it on a little mat. And I'm going to put that on the low setting, because when it's a small piece and you heat it with the heat gun on full blast, it will blow everywhere.
Of course.
So give it a chance to just, whoops, see, it's already doing it. Settle down. If you can hold it still and steady and try not to move it too much or look away and talk, then it tends to stay in one spot a bit more. Now I'm hoping I'll be able to speed up. You just need to make sure that it's just stuck down a bit so it doesn't blow. And I want it to be a bit soft. I tend to do this with the heat gun rather than hot water, just because I like the finish a bit better. But you can do it with hot water.
Okay.
Okay, so now I want to just flip in the corners. Whoop. I'm just going to move that away and turn that off so I don't burn myself. It's having all these bits of electrical equipment in a small space. Okay, so now I just want to make sure I'm hiding all the little black bits around on the pack.
So they're all hidden in the middle.
Yep. And then we put that there and we just squish this down. And this is for the lady, particularly for the lady who last month specifically wanted to know how to put a stone into friendly plastic. So all you have to do is press that down, and then you're just going to pinch up from side to side and make sure that it folds up enough to hold onto the stone so it's not going to come out. And you're not using any glue or anything else, you're just using a little bit of friendly plastic. And if it's not quite the way you want it to be, then you can put the whole thing back in water, the hot water, and rework it. I wouldn't do that if that was an opal in there, but this is perfectly fine because the hot water is only 60 to 70 degrees. Okay, so that's going in cold water.
Okay.
And I'm going to take this out of here. And let's see, that's all right. Let's just check that these are all going to fit in the right places. They are. Okay. We need to dry things off, and I need to just plug in my soldering iron again. A moment. I don't like leaving that on for permanently. Okay. And then let's take that out of the water. And here we go. We now need to assemble everything.
Okay.
So this is where the soldering iron comes in handy, but we also need some scrap bits of friendly plastic, and they could be scrap. I've only got
so
these
just
bits
your
here.
little bits?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to put this in hot water. I might just pop those in as well and let those soften. But we need to get this in here and then this in there. And to do this first one, let's just check whether we're nearly there with the soldering iron. I'm just going to touch the back of that, will do, see whether it's nearly there. That's all right.
If you don't have a soldering iron, what can we do instead?
Barbara Lee's uses a little lighter.
All right.
You know, the ones on long stalks.
The ones you do for like your candles.
Yes.
Or your barbecues.
That's the one. You want it to be one that you can adjust the flame on it a little so you can get a precise flame, not a big wafty sort of candle flame effect, because that'll be really difficult to manage. But a soldering iron you can pick up for 4 or 5 quid in the market. You know, they really are inexpensive. Okay. So what you want is a little piece of friendly plastic to put in the bottom here. And we're going to use the soldering iron because if I heated this with a heat gun, I'm likely to heat the whole of the flour, and I don't really want to do that, do I?
No.
So I just want to put this in there.
Okay.
And then touch this on here, the soldering iron, so that makes that nice and sticky. Touch the back of your little gemstone and make that sticky too, because friendly plastic has a good bond if you've got the two sides are
both
sticky. Yes, so that fits in there.
Okay. Oh, that's so cute.
It's so easy.
That's a ring.
Yeah, you could do that as a ring. Yes, foil the other side. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Oh my gosh, I'm there. Oh my gosh, how good is that as a ring?
I want to do more rings. I just don't often wear rings.
How cute would that be as a ring? Wouldn't that be good?
Yeah, very
Sorry,
robust.
I got distracted. Ooh,
it's
like
robust.
Gollum.
It's very robust, except for if you put your hands in really hot water. That's the downside.
Oh well, thankfully, I have a dishwasher.
Yeah, well there we go then.
That's fine.
So okay, so now we need to touch the back of this, soften that, and we're just going to soften this bit in here.
Okay.
Just take care not to touch the rest of your flour.
Yeah. You'll be careful at this point. Just where you want to stick it.
Yes, make sure that is nice and soft, and then put that in there. I'm just going to press down that, put my soldering iron over there where it's safe, and press that in. So then you have your little flour.
Gosh, that's so gorgeous.
Yep, and you can see it from all sides, and you can see that it's got colour on the other side.
That is so gorgeous.
And that's really quite straightforward. It's not a difficult thing to do, and it's not desperately fiddly.
And you've got your moulds, so time and time again, you're going to do this. Oh, I love that.
You know, and it's something you can actually make and sell really inexpensively as well. And I think you could sell that for a reasonable amount of money.
Oh yeah, easy peasily, easy peasy.
What you need then to make your actual cuff with, this was just some leather I happen to have at home. It's not Natalia's beautiful leather.
No.
I don't even know what sort of leather it is, and I've just punched some holes in here. You need to obviously measure the length so that it fits you or whoever you're making it for. And excuse me, I also cut just 2 little holes at one end, which is going to be where the button goes in, and these are the holes where the flowers are going to sit. And I'll show you how to not only make the flowers but also the little button rivet at the end.
Okay,
yes?
fabulous. Yeah.
Okay, so let's just first of all we'll do the that's all right. Put the flower on.
Okay.
So we're going to take a little bit of friendly plastic that's in here, and I'm just going to put it in that hole again. Okay. And I'm going to take another little piece of friendly plastic, and I'm going to have that.
Just show me that.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, don't worry. It's just slightly in the way. That's all.
You can get away sometimes without doing this stage actually. But let me just push that in so that it's got something coming out the other side. And I take a little bit of this, and we're going to heat this with a heat gun. I prefer it if I can do it on one of these, just because then it's easier to move around.
Okay. This is so comfortable.
Yes,
isn't it?
And it's just so lightweight.
So comfortable.
The thing you do need to remember is to varnish all of your friendly plastic jewellery.
Okay. And why is that so imperative?
Because the friendly plastic is a strip of plastic with a foiled surface on the top, and the foiled surface will get worn away unless you protect it with a couple of layers of varnish. And that just wants to be a water-based varnish, not a solvent-based one.
No, okay. So you can get them again from craft stores and DIY shops,
yes.
can't you?
There's certain ones that I know I like best because I know they don't yellow and they don't
tarnish.
Yes, and don't flake off. But otherwise, they're you can have anyone you like. So that's going to go on the back of here. Oops, I forgot to do one thing. Need to make this sticky.
Both sides sticky.
Yes. Put that on there. Okay. Squish that in, and then we're going to do the same to the surface here. Make this sticky. and put this on here. And we'll put it that way over and press that down. I just don't want that to fall off. I'm balancing it on the pliers over there.
Technical stand that, Liz. Technical stand that, love.
Yeah. Okay. So then on the reverse, you're going to have a piece of friendly plastic which is really squished out against the leather, so it's still soft on the inside, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't even feel it.
And let this cool on the side unless you want your leather to get wet, which I don't particularly, and that will stay there permanently.
Wow.
That won't move. To do the little blobby bit on the end,
that's wonderful,
the blobby bit, the technical name for the
button. Oh, aye, blobby bit. To do the button, so it's this section here.
Yes.
These are through the 2 rivets that we've cut out, so you can have it sized as you wish, couldn't you?
Yes.
That's the front.
Yep. So then I've got another little piece of friendly plastic about, I don't know, centimetre by centimetre and a half, approximately. Depends on the size of your button.
To do the button.
Yep, and that's going into the hot water because we're going to mould that in our hands. And we're going to also need to put a little piece behind there again in a moment. So,
okay.
Right, I'll cut another little piece for that ready and waiting.
All right. Just to let you know, not long now until the DVD launch of the day. Woo! My director Ryan just said to me, manly? That was, wasn't it? I have got loads of goodies coming up for you in this time, so do stay exactly where you are. I've also got a mega bundle mica powder coming up in moments.
Oh, I love mica powder.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy low price. It's crazy low price. Why do you love it so much?
Oh, because you can use it for so many different things. And I use it as paint, I use it on jewel enamels, I use it with friendly plastic, I use it on textiles, I can use it with cloud clay, anything. It's fabulous on paper as well. You can mix it with glue, you can mix it with textile medium, you can use it like a pigment. It's just glorious.
It's so wonderful a product. It really, really is. If you're not sure what it is, it's a powder. It's a very, very fine powder. And it has this gorgeous glitz. My director just went, oh no. I'm not going to spill it. It's not on the edge. You have little faith. Oh, don't say that because I will spill it now. You've got a gorgeous selection of colour. You can see it's a very, very fine powder, and I'm just going to mica myself slightly just so you can get an idea of it. So can you see this gorgeous glitter, shimmer, sheen?
It has a shimmer, that's what it is. I think it's really lovely. And even as a paint, it has that shimmer.
It is beautiful. And you mix them together, which I love as well. When you mix them, you can create gorgeous shades. You can paint with them. You can just put them with a bit of water. You can insert them in polymer, and if you get just a normal block of polymer, you can insert it into there, and that's actually how we make accented polymer. So you can make your very own accented polymer.
And it brushes onto polymer beautifully.
Gorgeously.
Really, really nice.
And you can do it pre or post bake as well, and it gives you 2 totally different feels. Honestly, this stuff will go a long way too.
It does. Oh yes, because I have pots that I have not finished and I've had for donkey's years, and I just love it. I love it. I love the colours. They're so good. And the lady who created these was a very special and very talented lady, and she came up with all these fantastic colours and to work together. And that was Sarah Lawrence, who's the creative force behind Crafting Oceans. And
look at how gorgeous they are together. Absolutely hit the nail on the head there. Now listen. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. This price point has just been rung down from management. We had a meeting before. Do you remember me saying, I always say this, why do we have meetings? Okay, we go to meetings and we discuss things very seriously, and then we come down and then they're just thrown away, the rules completely. I just had a phone call down that said the price we agreed on this, we're actually going to go even lower, because I've got 195 of them apparently, or around that amount. I don't even know where we're going. I know the should be price on this is 29 something. £29.50. So £29.50. Oh, good. Did you know that manager Scott, and I quote, doesn't like the price £16.95, which is what we were going to go to, which is ridiculous. It should be nearly £30. We were going to go to £16.95. That's amazing.
I'm just staggered though, because they are normally nearly £4 a pot.
Isn't that?
And that's more like 40 quid if you were to buy them individually.
That's £14.55 saving.
That's ludicrous. Just get them. Get as many as you can.
Oh my goodness. That is like 49.5% off, isn't it?
It is less than the tray price. Honestly, that really is less than the tray price. That's fantastic.
So how much is that working out per pot then?
Well, there's
£1 for 49. £1.49, and it is normally like £4, isn't it?
Yes. If you were to buy an individual pot, they're usually around £4. So it's a no-brainer. You need them all.
Guess what? I started out with over 100. I started off with around 128. I've got 105 gone.
Yeah.
So that's basically a sellout. £14.95. I told you, I did forewarn you. We're just going to be going loco today. It's clearance. £14.95. Whatever. Nothing else to say. Sure. It's a sellout.
Yeah,
Sorry to those 20 or so people who have missed out. It's gonna.
Yeah.
We're going to put graphics back on the screen for the. Oh, are we?
Oh, I can show you what to do with that in a second.
Yeah, will you?
Yeah. Can I just finish the bubbly a bit on this?
Yeah, you can. Just going to fan myself with that. Ooh. Finish the button.
The button. The button.
I like the bubbly bit better.
Okay, yes, the bubbly bit. I've got a little piece of friendly plastic in there. The bit that I showed you earlier on, it's been cooking away for a few moments.
Can you leave it in then?
Yeah. Yeah, you can leave it in.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes if you leave it in for a long time, you get a sort of like a lava rock texture.
Oh, that sounds really
which
cool,
is quite
actually.
fun, yes. So, right, okay. What you want to do then is just shape it. And sometimes I do this, excuse me, Ben, I'm just going to do this over the back of the thing, the
So
table
just like
here.
a little ledge?
Yes, you want a little ledge. You don't want
it's
it to
kind
be...
of a maraca shape.
It is. Can you see it's a funny sort of shape? You can keep changing it, and obviously you do not want that button to be so big it's not going to go through your the little hole on the cuff. But don't panic, because if for your first attempt is that it's too big, then you just heat it up and just
you can reform.
reform it and reduce it.
Clever.
I don't need it to be as long as that. It only needs to be about that long. So what I've got in there is a little piece of, I'll use that one that's sitting there. Oh, it's bright green, but never mind. I'll put that there. I usually heat this with a heat gun, and it does need to be sticky and tacky, so I'm going to heat that again, just to make sure that it is sticky and tacky. Before I do that, I have not checked that it's going to go through the hole, have I? Ooh, it's
Not quite.
Not quite.
It's all right.
Ooh.
Oh no, it does work.
It does, sort of, yes.
Yeah, it does.
You were going to spend a lot of time making sure that button is the right size.
Definitely goes through before you stick it
on. Okay, so what I want is the hole at the other end. So I made that a little bit sticky. We'll just re-stickify that. So I tell you to do something and then don't do it myself.
Well, yeah.
And now I'm going to heat the end of this. Now you could do this on the melting pot like we did the foil earlier on, but I've turned the melting pot off for a second so I don't burn myself.
That melting pot is coming up for you for the last time ever, really soon.
Right, that's going over the top there. If I turn that sideways, it might be easier for Ben to see with the camera.
It's pretty.
Yeah?
Well, you are thoughtful, aren't you?
Well, the flour in the way. And there you go, and you put that on there, and you let that go cold, and then you'll have your little button.
And then, that's how we create this.
Yes, that's it.
And that's it.
All done.
All done. Honestly, ridiculously comfortable. Beautiful as a headband.
There you go, that's for your festival.
Oh yeah, sorted. Absolutely sorted. I love it. Thank you for showing us that. Now, I've got these. You're going to be showing us how to use these,
I am, yes I am.
You've been talking about these for ages.
Yes.
And I remember you used to always say, laser mesh,
yeah.
and then you'd say, oh, it's the bit that sequins is taken from. And I go, oh, I know what you mean now. We've got it in.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's really useful. But there is always a danger with laser mesh that, or sequin waste that people recognise that you've used it, even if you cut it up small.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard to disguise the fact that you've used it. But with friendly plastic, that isn't an issue.
No.
So, I mean, you can ooze through it, and I have shown you oozing before. But so we're going to ooze, but with a little bit of a twist. We're going to use this not as a mask, but to create a pattern.
Ooh,
yes?
That sounds really good. I've got for you 3 sheets of this. Now, we can use it with friendly plastic, but we can use it with so much more.
Clay.
Polymer, it gives a gorgeous texture to. Papercraft as well. That's how I know of this, because I have a background in papercraft, and that's how I know of this product. Using it, you know, with cards, for texture textures, of course, as well.
Definitely.
Even wrappings, you can use beautiful pieces with this. I've got 3 sheets of this today. Now, it's you're going to be getting, the shapes themselves are 6mm, so that's how you know the shapes of these. This is your round, iridescent, clear laser mesh. Now, all of these are 3 by 6 inches. So if I just show you what I mean by the iridescence and the clarity, because you can't, it's hard for you to see, but as I'm looking at it, that to me looks completely and absolutely clear. It looks totally clear. You can see my hand behind it. My cameraman Ben is absolutely shocked and appalled. It's clear, isn't it?
How is that standing?
She's magic.
How is that standing? It's called skills.
It's got a bend in it.
It's just skill.
It's like
it hasn't got a bend in it at all.
You just you're great
skill.
at building houses of cards, are you then,
Absolutely.
Becky?
Yeah, especially when I have blue tack. Betty, you coming around to look at that? Honestly, look.
See, it has a little bend to it.
Ah.
Have I spoilt it all?
No.
Yeah, you have. You thought that was really cool for me. So you've got your clear. Now this is totally clear. You'll see my fingers all the way through this in lots of areas. It is completely clear, and in fact if I turn it like that before the iridescence kicks in, you can actually see how clear it is, can't you? So now wait, you've got the greens and you've got the purples. It actually goes with that friendly plastic, doesn't it?
It goes very well.
Oh, what was that one called? Chameleon.
Chameleon.
Oh, every day's a school day. So I've got this here. You're also going to be getting the same shape and the same size, but you've got it in this gorgeous, rich tone. Isn't that beautiful? Copper in that laser cut. And then lastly, but by no means leastly, I think this one is so adorable. I've not seen this before, even in other shops. I've never seen this. Heart-shaped. Aww.
It is pretty, that one.
Isn't that really cute? Yeah. This is your silver heart shape. So you're getting the silver, you're getting the copper, and you're getting the clear iridescent as well. Should be price. It's not going to stay there though. It's not $11.85 for you today. That's what it should be. I'm going to take it a little bit lower, as low as we can. We're giving you discounts galore. Give it a go if you haven't yet. For you today, it's just £9.95 for you today to get your hands on the 3 sheets, and it is multi-purpose. We'll see exactly how to use it now.
Well, we're going to do something a little different with it today.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a piece of friendly plastic, about roughly, maybe about that long.
Okay.
See, I measure everything, as you can tell.
As you can tell, yeah, you're a real stickler, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's going on my little project sheet, and I'm going to heat it up with a heat gun. Do make sure that everything is pushed well away.
You don't accidentally heat a piece.
You do not want to, and also the laser mesh will react to the heat as well, and that will curl, and you don't want that to happen.
Right.
So we're just going to heat this. This is a really simple thing to do, but it makes a rather nice bead. Well, I say yes, loosely beaded, which I've used as the top of a tassel.
Okay.
So while that's heating, I'm going to just show you. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the one we're going to make. But I did that one with red because that's just. I was doing that late last night.
I love this.
So, and it's got sari silk as the tassely bit.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah, you know, you can ooze with all sorts of different things. And I do ooze. I ooze with Angelina and Crystalina fibres too.
Oh, good.
And this little pendant here is oozed with lace. So just a bit of lace, anything with holes in. And I've shown you how to ooze before. So you know, we might revisit that at another time. But we're going to show you something different with this.
Okay, fab.
Right. So I am going to take my little hearts here, and I'm just thinking which way round it wants to go. I can't remember the size of that. We're going to take a gamble. It's going to go this way.
Yeah, okay. We can mix it up anyway, can't we?
Yes. Okay. So press that on there. Give yourself a little bit of an edge on either side. Usually I do this on aluminium foil.
Okay.
But you don't need to if you're just doing this little piece here that's fairly, you know, flat and straightforward. Yes. Okay. Make it go through. Press. You can also do it over the edge of a table if you want. You know, rub it over the edge of a table. You know, the lip of a. To make it ooze through as much as you can.
Yeah, it's kind of pushing it through. You can see that.
But don't get your fingers on the top if you can avoid it. So when you've got
that'll
it,
squodge.
Yes, it does. It sort of squishes it back down. Okay. So the camera can pick that up sideways, can it? Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see how that's if you lift it?
Yeah. Can you see?
Oozed there, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's come through. It's all raised through. So the little hearts. Now I'm going to put that in cold water.
Okay. So that's cooling it.
Yes. And you could leave it on the side, and for this it wouldn't matter, it will just cool naturally. But if you're doing something like the little heart pendant I've got on, because the holes are very small and if your plastic's very soft, then it can carry on oozing, and then it joins together on the surface of the laser mesh, the lace or whatever, which then it doesn't give you the same effect.
Okay.
So that's why I like using the cold water. Okay, now this time we're going to take this off here. Normally I leave it in.
So you can reuse this then?
You can reuse it. Sometimes if you've got it in really hard, you can't, you'll rip it. But that one I've taken off quite readily and reuse it.
You've almost used it as a textured sheet.
Yeah. You can add a little bit of Vaseline on the back here if you want to. That will help stop it from sticking if you need to.
So that sheet that we've just used of this is still completely usable?
Yes.
No bits missing, no nothing. Use it again and again?
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so what we need to do now is go for the gleams.
Ooh, yes.
And I know everybody has gleams, and if they don't, they should do. Oh, goodness, no, I can't open that one, Becky. Are you able to open that one?
Yes, absolutely. Probably not, but I'll have a crack. Oh, I can.
Fantastic. Thank you.
No problem. I've got some gleam coming up as part of the starter kit later on for you, so if you haven't got any, important you get it.
Okay, and now I'm going to put this on the raised areas, which is all those lovely little hearts.
Oh, wow.
And, of course, you could put more than one colour on if you wanted to.
It's like peacock colours, isn't it?
It is. I love this colour. It's gorgeous.
Oh, it smells amazing.
Are you going to be like Vicky and stick your nose in the pot?
Honestly, I could just smell that all day. It's beautiful.
Just keep adding as much as you want until you're happy with the amount of colour that's on there. And of course, if you want to, you could go, adding other colours. We could try adding a little bit of.
How do we make sure that this is staying put?
You need the lacquer, the varnish.
Yep.
Oh, brilliant! That's the colour. I was hoping that we'll see whether that will come on the top and see. Yes, a little bit of lacquer. It was that slightly orangey colour I just wanted to.
Oh yeah, that's really beautiful.
It's just.
It's giving it. You know those really expensive like leather kind of Chanel handbags that have that pouching. It looks like that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's gorgeous.
But it's not expensive.
No. This is just with the micas, not the micas. Sorry, the gleams over the top.
If you leave the gleams for about 15 minutes, then they'll harden up.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do that.
Okay.
We're going to just dry this piece off here. Again, my little project sheet. I could have found a bigger project sheet, couldn't I? It's so tiny.
No. I quite like it.
Okay.
Reminds me, must buy stamps.
Yeah. It's just nearly that size, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to heat this up, and I'm heating from the top, and I do prefer to do this with a heat gun rather than the dry heat in a melting pot or anything like that, because it's just the surface that I really want to be nice and soft.
Yeah.
I mean, it will soften all the way through, but the top heat gives you a different feel, a different effect. It does need to be soft. Okay, now you're going to take your pokey tool, and I'm going to decide which ones I'm going to drag. So if I start with the middle one, and I'm just going to pull it down.
Oh wow.
All the way down.
It's like on a Bakewell tart.
It is, that's right. But you've got guidelines with this, you see, because you can go all the way
Because you go
through.
right down the centre.
Yeah.
That's so clever. Just down the centre of the heart.
You can do this with this circles one as well, but obviously the bits the ones you don't pull down will be circles rather than hearts, that's all. Because by pulling it down, it makes it into heart shapes.
Almost gives it like a paisley effect, actually, doesn't it?
It does. And if I turn it round.
Is that pretty?
This is lovely. I think it's just such a really good effect.
That is so clever.
So we need to cool that for a moment.
Okay.
Into the cold water, and then we're going to get out my technical tool, which is the handle of my friller tool.
Okay.
Just because it's about the right size.
Perfect.
And I've put a little bit of Vaseline or Badger Balm or something around there just to stop the plastic from sticking too much.
Okay.
So let's take that out of there. And now this time it's going to go. It's going to go into the hot water briefly. You could do this with the heat gun as well if you wanted.
Okay. All right.
So we'll mix it up and use hot water for this one.
Mix it up a little bit. Keep it on the edge.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know that to get your hands on this laser mesh again, you're going to have to be quick. We've had triple buyers on this. You've gone off my screen, all those names. $9.95. It should have been closer to £12, but today you're getting it for just $9.95 for the 3 sheets that you've got here today. I know, Ben, very impressed with himself there. Well done. It's good. It looks good there.
Yeah, it does. Well, it looks good anyway, because that's the iridescent one picks up the different colour.
From here.
Yeah,
it's gorgeous,
lovely.
Isn't it? $9.95 for you today.
Okay. You're going to take this out of here.
Okay.
And you're going to roll it around your tool. Now, I've got a slight overlap, but I'm not worrying about that. If you're being really precise, then you'd have cut it and measured it so that it met perfectly. But I don't think that join's going to show. Oh, you've got the friller tool.
I've got the friller tool. Now, I'll be honest,
Wow.
I've not seen this before.
No, well, it's a tool that I don't always use. It depends on your style of working with friendly plastic, but it's very useful. I'm just cool that down.
Okay, so talk to us about what this is for then. So I can see you shaping with it.
Yes, I am, yes. But the other end is really handy, you know, when you want to, if you do Sugarcraft, you know what they're for, but it sort of frills out and gives you a ruffled edge to things.
I know exactly what you mean.
Which is great when you want to make flowery shapes and things like that.
Beautiful.
So, and it's just a really useful, you know, it's a pokey pointy tool. You can pick things up with it. You can give texture to it, to things. It's just a useful
pick things up.
modelling tool.
That's fab. It is like a modelling tool then. Shape around it. If you wanted to do like graduation, if you wanted to do, say, a wax Wycombe type thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe to encase something, you know, like a tassel, then I suppose you could with this then too, couldn't you? This is coming with 2 sheets of friendly plastic, ladies and gents. This is, I think, the last of the friendly plastic for today, isn't it? So if you want to get your hands on this, if you miss, apart from the DVD, of course, which is coming out, but for actual friendly plastic, this is your last chance today. If you, sorry, I've got my grubby bits all over that one.
It's having handle
me with
gleams.
that sandwich before.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's what it was.
No,
Yeah.
I think it's the sandwich earlier on. You say it again. Do you get introduction to friendly plastic with this as well?
Oh, so you get the first DVD. I was going to say, because when you held this up, I thought that's
first
the
DVD
yeah,
as
that's
well.
The
this
first one.
is the one. So you've got the DVD with this too. I'm going to guess the colours. I'm going for silver.
Yes.
Yes. And I'm going for Rainbow Road.
It's rainbow, or sometimes rainbow blue.
So I was halfway there.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Pretty good that. So you're going to be getting all of this today, including your start to friendly plastic price. Should be $10.80. Of course it should, because the DVD alone we know is $4.95, so £5. 2 sheets of friendly and your tool as well for the moulding. This is some of the goodies on the DVD as well. Gosh, doesn't that look absolutely delicious? All of these goodies will be on the DVD. Your price today isn't staying there though. This is your last bit of friendly plastic for the day. Get it whilst you can. The other friendly plastic sold out in minutes. DVD, friendly plastic and your tool, £6.80. That means you buy the DVD, you get these 3 for what, £1 something?
Wow.
That's fab,
That's a good bargain.
That is a
really
bargain.
good, yeah.
That is a bargain. If you haven't started it before, actually, it's quite a good way to get yourself to a good little taster.
Exactly, because that first DVD is designed for people who've not used friendly plastic before, and it really just takes you through all the basics that you really need to know.
Wonderful. Get your hands on it whilst you can. Oh my gosh, is that everyone?
Wow.
There's loads in baskets, but there's loads of you who've already bought it as well. How many have I got of these, love? Let me just heads up, people. 63. I've got 63 left. That's it. And I've probably got about 60 gone already. So be super quick. It's your last let today. Lovely jubbly.
So,
I'm back with you.
Oh, righty. So then you just slide it off. And you do need to be fairly quick. That's why I had to do it before you'd stop talking, Becky, because if you left it up for a long time on here, it might be on there permanently.
Okay. Oh, nice little handle.
Yes.
But no.
So just wait until it's just cold and then take it off.
Okay.
And there you've got your bead. You can, if you want to use a Stanley knife or something to slice off the ends, but with this little your
tassel.
Yeah, my little tassel-y one here. I didn't. I sort of left it with the bits because it sort of went with the raggedy sari silk.
Yeah.
So you could do that with any of the laser mesh.
That's gorgeous as a bag charm or a zip or even curtain tie backs.
Yes. Just remember to coat it with some varnish, and that's just one of the many ways you can use the laser mesh.
How fab is that? Isn't she like a wizard? I always feel like I'm at Hogwarts or something when you kind of get out your cauldron and everything. I just love it. Thank you so much for all of that, Liz. Can you believe how much fun we've had? Need to let you know that this is about to be a sellout. Be very, very quick. I've got about 30 in baskets and I've probably got about 40 left. That's it. Get yourself on the phones. Friendly, are we doing this now? After the break. Give a little promo.
I haven't actually, I can't, that was hard to remember exactly what was on there.
Well, I'll remind you in the break. After the break, straight away after the break, you're going to have the brand new DVD launch. We're going to see some of the makes We're going to talk you through it. And I've got our goodbye to jewel enamel. Stay exactly where you are.
Hi Jewellery Makers, if you're a Freeview viewer, you can now continue to watch the show live by switching over to channel 64. Our brand new 24-hour channel is available to the majority of homes in the UK, so grab your remote now to make sure you don't miss a thing.
Join guest designer Liz Welsh and master the art of friendly plastic. Liz will guide you through the basics of using this medium, including how to shape and fuse your friendly plastic and how to use transfer foils, gleams and gilding flakes. You will make an array of projects throughout the day and pick up lots of handy hints and tips. The full course includes a selection of friendly plastic colours, a findings pack and silver copper plated wire, use of gleam, gilding flakes and foils, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a visit to our Gemstone Museum and shop. All of this for just $79.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
If you miss a Jewellery Maker show, then simply go to our YouTube page where you'll be able to find hours of Jewellery Maker footage. Search by show, date or type. Alternatively, search by guest designer by using our playlist page. You can also find hours of tutorials with handy hints and tips to give you inspiration. Our YouTube page is updated on a daily basis, so you can access any show at any time. Stay in touch with Jewellery Maker.
Welcome back to Designer Inspiration. My name is Becky and I am joined by the wonderful Liz.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm really good.
What do you do in the break?
I would tidy up actually. What did you do, Becky?
I had a bit of sandwich. I won't lie. Bacon, lettuce and chicken. Yes. Because why have tomato when you can have chicken? That's what I always say. I am so excited to launch this with you today. Tell me a little bit first off about what you wanted to get across with this DVD.
Well, there's so many things you can do with friendly plastic, but one of the things that people ask me about most probably is how to make beads with friendly plastic. And because beads can be functional, they can also be decorative. I wanted to show both aspects of that. So I've used it on this DVD in different ways. We've got regular shaped beads, we've got covered beads, we've got beads, tubey beads that are bezels. No, I don't mean bezels, I mean the things that you hang things up from.
Bail,
that's the word. I knew what I was talking about, I just didn't say the right word.
Oh, yeah.
And also beads that are not regular shapes. So things that could be, that are strung, so broadly beads, but are very different.
And boy, oh boy, when you say very different, you definitely mean it, don't you? This is a brand new launch. I am bringing this to you today for the first ever time. It is your Making Beads with Friendly Plastic DVD. Your price you already know. It's just £4.95 for step-by-step tuition that you can play time and time again, around an hour's worth of step-by-step tutorial that you can pause, replay, go back to, re-go on. £4.95, and take a look at some of the things you're going to be learning how to make. Talk us through each of these pieces, please.
Okay, well, should we start perhaps on the end? The end one are, the very end one has tube beads that are striped. So you learn how to join the friendly plastic together, because this is a DVD that beginners can use as well.
Brilliant. So you don't have to necessarily have the first DVD.
One, no, it's a good idea, but it's not essential.
Okay.
And you join the pieces together, and then you learn how to make the beads, and you can make them directly onto things or available to thread. And on that particular necklace, I made it directly onto the beading thread. The middle necklace are covered beads. It's using your scrap friendly plastic.
This is scrap?
But then you cover it with new friendly plastic and decorate it.
Oh my goodness, so this is where you can use all your scrap to make these beautiful, big, bold,
absolutely
texture.
It takes the friendly plastic, you know, a lot further. You can make bigger beads by using your scrap in the centre.
Oh my goodness, I love those.
And so for more irregular beads, they're sort of lantern earrings at the front.
These have got that lantern oriental feel to them.
Yes. People might not say they're actually beads, but they are really, because they are threaded.
So they're threaded through the centre?
Yes, they're just irregular, but they're very, very straightforward to do. And you learn a little bit about how to colour using foils, differently to what I've shown you today.
Brilliant.
But adding pattern to the surface of friendly plastic by using the foils and scratching processes and things like that.
Scratching processes?
Yes.
That sounds really good. That sounds very in-depth.
And with this one, you learn also how to turn the ends of your beads to give yourself a little like a bead cap that is integral to the bead.
They are so cool.
And that's just some beading thread poking through. It's just a bit funky, like little rockets.
They are like little rockets. You're absolutely right, like little fireworks, aren't they?
Yes.
Really beautiful. And obviously, colour-wise, you could do whatever you wanted with these, couldn't
you? Absolutely. And this one here is all about the bead being decorative and functional as a bail. But you learn again about putting foil on, and this piece is a patchwork piece of friendly plastic, and you turn the pieces over so that you have the back of one side of friendly plastic with the front of another. But because you've got foil on the reverse,
clever,
you've got the pattern there.
Very clever.
And you don't use glue or anything like that. You can construct a lot of things with friendly plastic, and you don't use glue because you just use the stickiness of the friendly plastic when it's hot.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, ladies and gents. I've got hundreds of these gone. Absolutely gone, gonety, gone. I've got loads in baskets. I've got loads of people on the phone. This is your launch. Be the first to own this. Don't forget, it's only $2.95 for the whole day. I've got your melting pots, your enamel coming up in moments, but you can get as much as you want today. If you want to be one of the first people in the country, in the world in fact, to own this DVD, why not just add an extra £2 to post your packaging today, get the express delivery. You'll get it even sooner for just $4.95. If you can wait, if you're a bit more patient, it's only $2.95 for the whole day up until midnight tonight. Cram your baskets as much as you like. Get yourself a DVD. And the DVDs, I have to say, the tutorial, obviously I work here, so I meant to say it's good, but even I can follow these DVDs, I've got to say, which for some mediums, which, you know, I've never tried before, it's a big deal to actually be able to understand and go through.
Yes. That is, absolutely, and it's done in a very nice style, I think, a very relaxed. It's not really mega fast pace or anything like that, so it's straightforward to follow. And in fact, if you get your hands on one of these, that's before I do. I haven't got one yet.
Have you not yet? Oh, mischievous. I've got so many of these gone. I'm just going to give you a little show of exactly what you're going to learn on this DVD. You get an intro, you get shown how to do a simple wrap bead, a wrap bead, a freeform organic bead, stripes long bead, tube beads with bails, and how to use your scraps up. All of that on there. It's just £4.95. And ladies and gentlemen, I've got almost 200 of these DVDs gone. Absolutely gone. Now, when we first print our DVDs, we will print ourselves a certain amount, and then we'll wait for those to go completely and work out whether or not they need reprinting if we want some more done. By the looks of this is going to be a DVD that really does fly out super duper quick. I think it's something that a lot of you have been waiting for, and it's here for you today. So you don't have to, you can be a brand new beginner, but you can also have been doing it for a while just to learn some new bits.
Something totally different, that's right. Because everybody works with friendly plastic in a different way. Even if you've been to my classes, you will still be using it in a different way to the way I do. So you're always going to be picking up something different. So that's, I go for these things. I think it's a really excellent way of learning.
And actually we have just seen in the advert break then about Liz's lovely friendly plastic course. It is such a wonderful course. You always get such lovely people on the course.
Oh, you do, yes.
Oh, so nice. Yeah. And she's so jovial and jokey. It's always such a laugh. Everyone always comes out beaming. Perhaps you're planning on going to one of those Friendly Plastic courses, but you don't want to be brand new beginner. You can be, but maybe you want to give it a little go first just to see whether it's right for you. This is your opportunity. Get this home, follow the tuition. Probably you're going to get that zest for it that makes you think, I've just got to go to a workshop now.
Some people get so addicted, I mean, like me. But I have lots and lots of people who say they've become completely addicted to it.
Because Friendly Plastic is one of those that it's not just about jewellery. When I came into your workshop the other day, you had all of these boxes and masks and oh my goodness, it is genuinely amazing. It's one of those that you can dip your toe in the pool or you can swim in an ocean.
Oh, definitely. I mean, 23 years and I still have not stopped discovering ways of using it and different mediums to work it with.
So
and
wonderful.
My aim is to inspire when you come to the classes. So.
Well, boy, oh boy, you most certainly do that. Get yourself a bit of inspiration now. I've got to say, there's a good 30 or so of you with it in your basket. There are still people on the phone line. It's $4.95 for you today. MATY38 is your code. MATY38 is your code today. You're going to have a little bit of the pocket rocket herself in your household. £4.95 for you. Making beads with Friendly Plastic. Give it a go today. Thank you so much for showing us all of these sites, and thank you so much for creating these DVDs for us.
It's actually really good fun doing it.
Is it?
Yes. It's just the time of night that I have to do it that I'm not.
Because you have to do it.
Because
I have to film it in here.
Yes.
And obviously we're here from 9 in the morning till 9 at night, so you have to come in and film the DVDs.
Yes, and I'm falling asleep, and it's very hard. So if I yawn in the DVD, I don't think I do.
We've edited it out. It's fine. I will be back to you in a bit for jewel enamel. Last ever jewel enamel demo.
Really quite sad.
Oh my goodness, pressure, Liz.
Yeah, I know. Yes, I've got to get it right.
Oh, you will. You will. Oh, sorry. Come with me. Come on over. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
Okay. It's that time, isn't it? More goodies. Amazing prices. It is our last ever jewel enamel show today. But don't worry, I have still got other treats for you. Such as these gorgeous strands. This is what I think it is, and I know it is. I can't believe I'm bringing this to you. Wow. I have still got some of that DVD available, but you'll have to be quick for it. Take a little look. I've got a little bundle of fun here for you. A fundle, if you will. Oh my goodness. I'm not holding the right thing here. This was in that box. Yeah. Did you say 22? 22? Yeah, it was in that box. I've got howlite and one of the most rarest gemstones in the world and some trapezoids in here. Where's that one? Green with, hang on, bear with. Green with envy. I'm looking for green. I'm looking for green. Right. It's the one next to it. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. I thought that was an unusual name when I had that selection. Green with envy. Why have I got so much blue? I have got a beautiful spring, zesty, summertime selection here for you. Look at these 8mm plain rounds on your green colour dyed quartz, 165 carats. I don't know how to describe this green. Do you know what it reminds me of? Do you remember when you were younger? Oh, key lime pie, good shout, but no, that's not what I was thinking. I was thinking when you were younger and you used to get those sticky stars. You know what I mean? And you used to stick them on your ceiling and they'd glow in the dark. It's that kind of colour, isn't it? It's that sort of glow in the dark. You know, you used to stick them everywhere. And they used to say, when did they come down? Because I know I definitely had them on the ceiling, but I didn't take them down. I think it's something your mum like sneaks them away, isn't it, in the night, one by one. I've got that gorgeous glowing green to these. It's absolutely stunning. This is your 8mm 165 carats worth of your green quartz. You've then got, oh my goodness, if you are loomy about the bead loom, then these are going to be for you, aren't they? Look at those 4mm 30 carats worth of the green quartz. That is Christmas green, isn't it? That's holly green, isn't it? That is your beautiful kind of, it's actually a bit this season actually, isn't it? When you see all those greens out in the sun, it's that colour tone to it. 4 mil, 30 carats worth. You've then got, oh look at these pearls. Ooh. Gorgeous light green shell pearls here. 6 mil on these. That colour is just delectable, isn't it? You know, the thing that's really in at the moment, well, for Christmas, it was definitely last year, and I think it's making a reappearance this year, of kind of the sort of Bollywood style Moroccan colours at Christmas. That's what that one says to me. It's got that little twist, hasn't it? It's really beautiful. Gorgeous light green pearls there. 6 mil, no shell pearls. And then lastly, but by no means leastly, my birthstone with a bit of a twist. It is your green amethyst that we have here. Look at these little drops of sunlight in the green, aren't they? It's like that dew drops in the morning, isn't it? You know when you walk out in the morning and it's quite brisk, isn't it? Depending on what time you get up, it can be quite brisk in the morning. Even though the sun's just coming up, it can be quite cold and the wind can always bite through you, can't it? And then you see these beautiful dew drops just resting on every single blade of grass, say when you're in the park or walking through the forest. That's what that strand reminds me of. It reminds me of those delicate dewdrops just reflecting nature throughout them. It's such a stunning strand. We're looking at around 4x3 to 12x6 on those ones, and it is 45 carats worth. Your price should be, wow, that price is astonishing, because I've done green amethyst around that price before, just for one. Your price today, though, is £10.80. That's £5 off. What? £10.80 for these today. That is absolutely mind-boggling. Because look at this strand. Let me just show you the amethyst. We hardly ever see it. It's working out about £2.70 a strand, isn't it? Look at the length of this. That is so, so beautiful. You're gonna give yourself these really authentic, really delicate drops on there. You truly, truly are. Oh my goodness. And then that mixed with your 8 mil, which is some of the most usable and workable sizes. You always say often when you're starting off in particular, it's a great one to go to. And in fact, you know, I said I was making those friendship bracelets. I made friendship bracelets in the 0.8, in the 8 mil size, because I just think for a bracelet, for me, they're not so large that they get in the way and they're a bit chunky and a bit irritating. They almost rest perfectly in that little nook of your wrist, actually, don't they, in 8 mil? So they're just so comfortable to work with and use. Then you've got your 6 mil of those beautiful shell pearls in that really gorgeous kind of iridescent sheen over the top. And then you've got your 4 mil, those together, in fact. Okay, just these three together on a 3-looped necklace. So graduate in size. So maybe you'll have the thickest ones at the bottom. So have the thickest one at the bottom and then do the shell pearl and then do the smaller ones at the top, like that. Just as a necklace, a 3-loop necklace, just in size order. Lingering down. I think that would just be gorgeous because actually the colours draw your eye as well, don't they? Oh, it's beautiful collection, £10.80. You don't just get that, of course, you get the green amethyst too. BAGC93 is your code. BAGC93. Bagsy. What do you say Bagsy to? Bagsy that.
Bagsy everything.
Bagsy everything. Oh yeah, if you want like, if you want to sit somewhere in a car or.
Bagsy first one.
Bagsy first one.
First one to do any sort of social.
Bagsy. You used to Bagsy stuff.
Yeah, we used to say Bagsy.
Yeah.
But the youngsters now say something completely different. I can't remember what it is. My kids used to say something.
Dibs.
Dibs,
yes.
dibs on that,
Yes.
dibs on that. No, I'm still a Bagsy kind of girl. You know when someone like gets out the chocolates and there's that gorgeous foil one wrapped in the middle that looks unlike any other. Bagsy, that one! Straight away. Don't care if it's Christmas, Gran, it's mine. £10.80 for you, congratulations. You've gone off my screen. Green with envy. Don't be green with envy because boy oh boy, that can be yours today. This is a special little strand for you now. One of your favourite gemstones. We've been really lucky with this recently, actually, because we've had quite a big variety in shapes of this, haven't we? This is your turquoise. Massive, aren't they? Aren't they huge? 400 carats worth of this turquoise that we have here for you today in the puffy drops. Now you'll see the RE at the end. That means that these are your reconstituted, which essentially just means that because turquoise itself is so rare, but it's one of the most popular, what we do is we will take genuine turquoise and we will, it's essentially using the kind of, when you're shaping turquoise, it's essentially the spares, I suppose, left over from that. And then all we do is we will hold it together with a resin-based product, and then that means you've got the strength there, you've got the colour there, you've still got the genuine gemstone there, but we're able to give you in bigger, bolder shapes and sizes, such as you've got in this strand with the beautiful puffy drops. These are 18 by 13 mil on these today. Oh my gosh, I'd love these as earrings. Wouldn't you? Perfect. Your price today, JSPO19, is not. I'm going to take this low. It's not staying there. And we're off. Get on the phone. It's not £17.95. I'm taking it lower just for you today. £12.95. £5 off. Let me show you this. But for me, it's like an earring size. That's perfect, isn't it? Isn't it? Like a little drop earring. Really simple. A little bit of silver on there. Perfect. I cannot get over that. I'm taking £5 off turquoise. You've got to love that, haven't you? Haven't you?
The colour is stunning, I have to say.
Really bold, isn't it?
Yes, really lovely.
It is a beautiful, bold tone to these. It truly is.
And that could be summer or into the autumn and winter. It's such a deep strength of colour.
It really is, isn't it?
And with the stones you had earlier on, the fantastic blues with the daisy
shell.
Shell.
With the shells and the, oh, you're so right, and with these big flowers and stuff.
Yes.
Oh yeah, pop. Oh yeah, poppity pop. Poppity ping. Do you know what a poppity ping is? Does anyone know what a poppity ping is?
Possibly.
What about if I say it like this? Oh, go to the poppity ping.
No.
No? Bingo.
Toaster.
What?
It's a toast. No, in the microwave.
Yeah,
that's
you're
what
right.
it is.
It's
Yeah,
a
I know.
microwave.
My Welsh friend said the same expression, and I was trying to think what it was.
Ooh.
Some electrical piece of equipment, anyway.
The toaster. Not many of these left already. Got double buyers on it. £12.95. It's low price for low stock. JSPO19 for you today. It's that time. It is that time. We're saying farewell to our very good friend, Jewel Enamel. That's Ben saying goodbye. Very creepily. Oh, he looks so sad now. Now, we are saying goodbye to Jewel Enamel. It is sad, it is, it truly is, you know, it's not something that we wanted realistically to happen. Of course it wasn't. Sadly, times as they are, it's something that's had to happen. One good thing about it though, is the deals you're about to get. Now, I'm not going to hype this up or bump this up in any way. Some of the deals you're about to get in the next 2 hours worth of the show are astonishing. There is no way to describe it. I'm not talking about, oh, we'll take a few pounds off and see how it goes. I'm talking about a lot of the prices I'm about to show you have actually already been set at that price, because in the meeting we had before, if we were even to take another like penny, 50p off, we would be losing so much. Genuinely, I cannot describe to you. A lot of these prices, they've set them this morning. We're not going to even have a crash price. Well, I'll tell you what the prices were, but we're just going straight in with the price on a lot of these things today, because genuinely we have gone so low on this. We are giving it a really big, massive send-off. So what I need to say to you is, although I'm saying goodbye to a lot of it, I've got a big juxtaposition. I've got some products which I have around 200 in stock of, then I've got some products which I've got around 30 in stock of. So it's going to be one of those that as soon as you see it, as soon as the code comes in, get yourself on the phone. And do you know what, genuinely, a lot of you will probably want to stay on the phone for quite a bit of it, because I will be going through some of these very, very quickly. Now, jewel enamel, if you're not sure what it is a wonderful medium which we have had here for quite a while now on Jewellery Maker. It's something that started many, many years ago. It's been dated back many, many years, hasn't it? Yes. Egyptian times. Even before that, we're using kind of enameling products and techniques, weren't they? It's something which today is just being more and more popular. It really has grown in popularity. Have you noticed that as well?
Oh, definitely, yes. Ever since I launched it on JM, I can't remember how long ago now,
About 3 years.
Yes, a while ago. Yes, it just has grown in popularity, and it's so quick and easy. And once you've got your kit, it's actually very inexpensive. And again, you can reuse all the bits and melt things down again.
Absolutely. So even if you mess up with this, it's absolutely fine. Now, today I've got a little bit of something for everyone. I'm going to bring you everything you're going to need to get yourself going, and I'm also going to bring you everything you're going to need to stock yourself off before we say goodbye to jewel enamel. Now, let's get started with a bit of an essential, shall we? This is the one. Your melting pot. This is the first time for a long time we're going to send this by itself. Now, this is your Ranger melting pot. Now, there's a bit of a problem with this. Quite a few people have fallen out with this at the moment because it's due to this that we are doing our last ever jewel enamel show, because this product has been discontinued. They have stopped making it, full stop. Now, we knew this was going to happen, and in fact I remember doing a show with you not so long ago. I remember why doing a show with you, and I was saying a while ago that this wasn't being sold in this country anymore, and that it was dwindling off a little bit. This is it now. This is it. This is your last show of it, because we cannot get our hands on this at all. Now, we have had a few texts in, haven't we? And we had a few texts in. Let's have a little look at some of the texts. We have told you can text us in today. I know a lot of people are really disappointed about us saying goodbye to this. It is a shame. It really, really, truly is. This is your time to get your hands on it now. Hi, why is JM stopping jewel enamel? I was going to get into it. Now I don't know what to do. Alex, do not worry. We've had lots and lots of texts about like this. Now, this is our last ever show. This is our last ever time you will see any of this product on TV. We will not be doing any designer inspirations. We won't be selling even pots of jewel enamel, say, on the morning show. You won't see any of this essential products sold on Jewellery Maker anymore. Don't get me wrong, things like the gleams and the micas and things that you can use with this, we will be seeing, but the essentials of it, you will not. However, do not worry. If you're planning on getting started today and this is your first time and you're thinking, well, why would I buy this now if you're going to get rid of it? Because we will still have it available on the website. Not the melting pot. This is your last time because we can't get any more. We've tried to make our own. We've tried to get in touch with other companies that make something similar. It's just not feasible for us. So this is your last time to get the melting pot. Your price on it today is just £38.95 for you today. It's your last chance to get your hands on this, okay? The company does not make them anymore. It is completely out of our hands. If you are joining us for the first time today, or like Alex, perhaps Alex, you've been thinking for a while of getting it started and now you think, well, why would I buy the melting pot if you're not going to be doing the products anymore? We will still have a small quantity of the products on our website, and they will be refreshed. So don't think that we'll just have a large amount now and then it will just dwindle off. It won't. We will still be adding on to this. We will still be adding enamel and extra bits and bobs on the website. This is the goodbye show, in the sense that if you want on-show bargains, this is your last chance to get your hands on it today. You have got the melting pot here. Now the melting pot is essential for this, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. It really is pretty essential. I mean, there are other ways of doing it that are pretty much risky though, really risky, and you're much more likely to get burnt. This is a perfect piece of kit for working with dual enamels. It makes it so easy, and you can use it with Friendly Plastic, as you've seen earlier on and on previous shows, and you can use it with polymer clay too. And I've also heard somebody who warms and dries out their silver clay on it too, just on its very lowest setting. So there's a lot of different uses for it.
It does cross over a lot of mediums, doesn't it?
Yes.
It really does.
Yeah.
And this is your last chance to buy it today. I've got already a lot of these gone. This is exactly how you use the melting pot, and we will be using the melting pot because we have, of course, got our dual enamel demo now. Now, it's a shame. You must be sad to see this going as well.
Yeah, it's very sad. It's really tragic, and I think I mean, it is down to Ranger and their desire to stop it. I think the lady whose product it was in the first place, she's retiring.
I say.
So that's what I hear is the reason behind it all. So they don't have the creative drive in the States to keep it going, which is so sad when really in the UK we're really only just discovering it.
Yeah, exactly. It's
tragic.
a shame.
Yeah.
It really is. But it is something that sadly is completely out of our hands. It's not just us who can't get our hands on it anymore.
No, that if you've got some in stock, you're lucky. But they're just not being made. There's no more to ship over to the UK at all. There may be some in the States, but then they are US powered,
yeah.
which you wouldn't want to use here without a transformer.
No, of course not.
So other you'll burn it out.
Yeah.
So yes, just go for it. To me, it's the perfect time to get started. If you've been thinking about it and not got into it before, the bargains today mean it's the best time to enter and get to have a go with it.
You are going to get some marvellous deals today. Genuinely astonishing. But to start yourself off, you're going to need this. You really, really are going to need this. You're going to be getting your hands on something that in a few months' time no one else will be able to be getting their hands on at all. This is your last one. I love that. Buy this for Christmas, give it as a gift, and then say you can't get that anymore.
You buy two, give one as a gift, and keep one for yourself.
One for yourself.
Yes.
You are owning something that is sort of extinct now. Yes. I love that. I've already got loads of these gone. I've got so many of these in baskets, which is absolutely perplexing. 25 in baskets. Boy, oh boy. Ladies and gents, it's your last time you're going to see this. We have got Liz's work here with this wonderful selection of mediums that we've got.
That's using Friendly Plastic.
Friendly Plastic as well, isn't it? Friendly Plastic in your melting pot there. And you can use it for so much, can't you?
You can, yes. And if you can also buy in certain places the little extra pan that fits in the bottom of it. You know, just like an extra pan that drops in, and use that to melt chocolate with if you want to. Or wax or anything else that you might fancy. So that's quite handy to find a little extra pot to put in.
It is really multifunctional, isn't it?
It
truly is.
It has a little lid, which means that it does bake things really quite well.
Yep, so it comes with the lid, if I show you on the back here. Sorry about this sort of dodgy sticker, but you can see it comes with a spatula. It comes with this pot as well, which is what you can take out. We'll show you exactly how to use it, and it comes with the lid, which can speed up the process, can't it? As well as other things.
The pot that's in there, Becky, doesn't come out. You can buy an extra insert pan to put in it. Yes.
So to pour it out and then you clean that section, don't you? You've got the heat dial on here as well. Again, we'll talk to you all about this exactly when we're using it. But how many have I got left of this now, Sweet Pea? Ever? Oh, I've got over half my stock gone. Okay. So, about 50 is that? I can't remember how much we started off with. About 50. And that's it. Once it is gone, it's gone. I'll be honest with you, you'll see there is another melting pot here. I have got a melting pot coming up for you in a bit in the starter kit, but I've got sort of 30 of these and that's it. So now's your chance to get your hands on it. £38.95. FWFT13 is your Ranger melting pot. We're saying a really, really sad farewell. Once everyone checks out their baskets, I will have about 10 left. And that's it. Once everybody checks out their basket, I will only have about 10 of them left. And that's it. Oh, Liz, you look dead sad.
I am sad. I am sad.
Have you got one?
I do have
well,
one.
then,
yeah.
you're fine.
Yeah, but I feel sorry for everybody else, you know. I really do. And some people might find it quite hard to get into it right now because they may not have the cash to do so. And that's why I think it's quite sad, really.
Well, what about if you're at home and you think you do know someone, maybe you've got a loved one, a best friend, someone in your family who you think you know has been trying to get their hands on this. Maybe they're at work today. Maybe they're saving up for something today. Maybe they're a bit strapped for cash. Why not buy them it today, surprise them with them at Christmas?
Yeah,
That'd
that's a
be
nice
fab,
idea.
wouldn't
Yes, it would. Yes, when nobody else can get hold of any at all and they get one in under the Christmas tree.
That really would be like a Christmas miracle, wouldn't
would.
it? It really, really would. Treat yourself to it today because it's your last chance to get it. FWFT13, that's your code on this for you. I've got so many goodies. So many goodies. If you're going to be using this for jewel enamel, you're going to need the jewel enamel itself, aren't you? The prices I'm about to do, honestly, I can't even describe it. I really can't. This one is going to be called Stormy Seas. Quantity on this, 48. This is the type of quantity I'm talking about now, 48. We are still going to be having jewel enamel on sorry, not on show. We're still going to be having jewel enamel on the website. But on the website, as you know, we have the flat rate. That's the rate. That's why you tune in and watch the show, because we do you show bargains, show bundles, show discounts. This is going to be the first of the last, if that makes sense, chances to get your hands on our jewel enamel at show prices. And we are not saying goodbye to this without a fight. I'm telling you what, the prices are so low. You're already coming in. I'm just going to get your price in. You're getting 4 pots, should be £16, which is £4 per pot. You're going to be getting all of these colours. It's going down. You're not going to believe this. Should be £4 a pot.
Wow. Wow. You are nutty. Yeah, you know, you're nutty if you don't go for it.
Just wow.
Yeah.
I love that. These are your colours that you're getting. It should be £4 a pot, which essentially you're buying 2, you're getting 2 free, aren't you, realistically? It is your ultramarine that we've got here. You've got your titanium white. Now, this is a really popular one, isn't it?
It's a really useful colour because you can make other colours paler, but it adds a lovely contrast to things as well. It's just beautiful. It's if you look at the pot, you might notice that there's slightly less in a titanium white pot. That's because it's heavy. The titanium bit is heavy.
Oh, wow.
So it's done by weight. So if you ever get your pot and you think, oh, there's not quite enough in there, well, that's because of it. It's just a bit heavy, so you'll get fractionally less in there, but it goes a long way. So a tiny bit of the titanium white goes further than the other colours.
Does it really?
Yes, yes. Not in volume, but in intensity of colour, yes.
I see.
And effect, yes.
Fine. The bangle protected me. That's a sellout. Sorry, I did tell you. Next one. This is going to be really, really quick. Seriously. What price? How many of these have I got, love? I've got 63, so slightly more of this one, but you saw how quickly that went. This is called Sophisticated Sapphire. Again, we know the should be price because it should be around £4 a pot, so your price for 3 pots should be £12 on the nose. You're getting your blue sapphire, you are getting your purple sapphire, and you are getting your pink sapphire as well. Your price is not £12. You're getting 3 pots of your sophisticated sapphire. We're saying goodbye to a bang. We're saying goodbye with a bang. Should be £4 each for 3 today though. £6.
It's loopy. It's just loopy.
Should be £4 each. You're getting it for £2 each. That's buy one, get one free price. That is half price. That's nearly a sellout as well. Sellout. I did warn you. 14. Should we just go in order with the boxing? Oh, I like this one. This one's a bit zesty,
gorgeous.
isn't it?
Yeah, that citrine colour's gorgeous.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my goodness, that is. Did you just say custard yellow? What custard are you eating?
Neon birds custard.
Cartoon custard, he said. Cartoon custard. Your custard should not be that colour. You've got your bright yellow. You've got your gorgeous, wonderful, really, really bright orange as well. That opal-like orange. Don't forget all of the fire opal orange. Don't forget all of these are 30 grams. And then you've got that gorgeous, rich antique bronze colour. Should be priced. Should be £12. Do you know where we're going with this? You do already, don't you? I may as well just not take the lids off, hasn't I? To be honest, spending half my time here. It's not £12. I don't care what you say. It's not £6. It's just a gorgeous selection, this as well, isn't it?
It really is. Those colours go very well together.
Aren't they? They're so zesty and bright and fun and gorgeous.
Yeah. And the citrine actually goes quite gold in the pot, a really vibrant light gold in the pot, particularly when it's mixed with the copper.
Well, we're going to be having a little look at how to use some of these in a little bit. Oh, I try not to work. Last chance on this right now. That's a sellout as well. Let's go to the next one. Now, I've got two in this one. I've got this gorgeous lime peridot colour. Oh my gosh. I love this peridot. Green with envy we're on to now. Your code is EPGC13 and you've got your silver. The price should be £8. Your price today though is £4. 50% off. We told you we were saying goodbye with the bang. Genuinely, just stay on the phone. You can see how quickly I'm moving through these. Why not just stay on the phone? If you've got it in the free phone number 0800 644 655 and you're on your landline, it's probably going to be free. You may as well just stay there. Make friends with the call centre people. Have a little chat. How's your day? You know, do that stereotypical questions that you might say to someone. Yeah, like in a taxi, you're like, oh, you've been busy, that sort of thing. Do those stereotypical questions. How is... Ben likes to get into really deep conversations, apparently. What about coloured custard? Have you... I know you can't see this, but look how long my neck is. Is that how you do, Ben? He has been noting. I love him. That's gone. £4. Say that again to me. What number? Okay, let's switch this up a little bit. Now, this is the one that you said earlier. What did you say? For anyone who's just tuned in.
Yeah, well, I think it's just a fantastic, fantastic bargain. This is. I use these fibres so much, and you'd be daft to miss out on this. To me, it's like the jewel enamels. It's a no-brainer. You have to have them.
And let's face it, okay, you do this, you know, as a living. You've worked with this a lot, so you, of course, can get amazing prices.
I get trade prices.
You can get trade prices from wholesalers and everything else.
But these are trade prices and less than. That's the thing that astounds me. And for this particular bundle, it is less than trade price.
This is less than trade price, and I can't describe to you how much it is. Thank you so much. I want to show you some of the things that we've created with this. Oh, look. This is just by melting it together, is it? Ironing it together.
Ironing it.
How gorgeous. This is just this fibre that we're going to show you. And it's literally just all ironed together. You can use it for paper craft. You can use it, look how gorgeous that is. You could use it for paper craft. You can use it for wrapping paper as well.
Yes.
Backing your pictures, you can use this for.
It fuses to the jewel enamels brilliantly. I use it with Friendly Plastic. You can use it behind glass and with Perspex, anything you like. It's just beautiful stuff. You can stamp into it, and of course you can stitch it as well. So it's effectively a textile too.
I love what you've done with it here. This is in a way I've never seen it formed before. It's wonderful.
They are beads, and the biggest beads are wrapped over aluminium foil scrunched up, and you don't have to iron the fibres. You can just use a heat gun to wrap it around. If we have time, I will show you that as well, because it really is fun.
Yeah, do, definitely. We'll make time. We will make time. I've already got loads of these gone. Let me show you. It is your Angelina fibres. You are getting all of those different colours, 7 grams each. They go on for ages. Should be £17.50, but your price today, it's just, it's worth the wait. £12.95 for you today. Let's have a little look at all of these colours you've got here. This beautiful Calypso blue. You have got your lovely lime, or as Ben calls it, custard yellow. You've got midnight blue here. You've got your iridescent gold with those sheens of purple. You've got your white with the purple sheen as well. You've got your hot pink here, and you've got your lime green as well. 7 grams in each pack, and they do go and go and go, don't they?
Yep.
They really, really do. You've gone off my screen twice. That means I've got hundreds of these already gone. 79 in baskets.
Wow.
What? 79? Guys, I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're making a brew. Maybe it's cheese and biscuit time. Maybe you're one of those risk takers who just likes to keep it in there till the last minute and you think, oh, will I get it? Shall I? No, not yet, wait. You're playing chicken with yourself because I've got 79 in baskets. Oh, I've even got someone from Ceredigion on the phones. Oh, well, is it in the baskets? I used to live there. Did you know that? I used to live there. Ben just went, I'd be awkward if it wasn't in Wales. I used to live there. It is in Wales. I know.
Say the name again.
Ceredigion. That's me saying it with a Welsh accent. So you have got all of these. Don't mess about with it in your baskets. If you want it, get it now, because honestly, way over half my stock's gone. This is one that I had around 200 of, I'm sure I had. And I'm in double figures now. Sold 120. So that means I've got 180. I've got 80 left, but I've got 79 in baskets, so I've sold out, really. Once you check out, it's a sellout. No hanging about now. Look at all these beautiful things you can create. It's just so gorgeous. Look at them. Oh, I love it.
They're the basis. That's, you make that, and then you carry on to use it for so many different things.
And you can use these on top of things then, can't you?
Oh yes. That's got some of the gilding flake trapped in between the layers.
Which is handy.
Yes.
Woo! Gorgeous.
You can make it really thick as well. Those sheets are not desperately thick, but you can make it much thicker than that if you want to.
This has got a bit of strength to it though, actually.
Yeah.
I love it. Congratulations everyone who's managed to get it. Do check out your baskets, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be showing you how to use this shortly as well. I'm going to make time for it.
Good. I have the iron on.
I will make time. So we'll show you how to use these in a little bit. Lovely jubbly. So, box number. Sorry, I've forgotten. Oh, yeah? Oh, my flakes. We were just talking about these flakes. I love getting these out. These are your metallic flakes. Now, talk to me about exactly what we're looking at here. It's like this gorgeous gold leaf, isn't it? It is so beautiful. And this is what you used earlier on, isn't it? In the Angelina paper.
Yes, absolutely, yes. It isn't real metal. You do need to know that. It isn't real metal, but it's mock metal, if you like, and these little flakes go with all sorts of different things. They look fantastic in jewel enamels. They look brilliant in resin. They work wonderfully well with Friendly Plastic, particularly when you're recycling it. And you can put them on polymer clay as well. And because they come in little bits, you can mix them, the colours together, so you can have little bits of silver with your copper or whatever you like. It's a really nice way of doing things. You can put down double-sided sticky tape and cut out shapes with that, and then just stick them to it. You can use them with glue. There's so many different ways of using them.
That's so clever, isn't it? Metallic flakes price. I've only got 78 of these. Price today, 8.90.
Yeah.
We're going down. We're going down. Clearance, £6.95.
It's a really good deal, yeah. And they go on forever, so you might be deceived by the little pot, but if you open them out and put them into, say, like a little takeaway container, yes, then they half fill the takeaway tub. And it's much easier to get hold of, get them out of there as well, because you'll never get them back in those little pots. There's too much, they explode.
There is too much. The melting pot is now at the bottom of your screen. I have a handful or 3 left of this. Once it's gone, it's gone. It is $38.95. That's at the bottom of your screen. Last chance to purchase it. Last chance. These are nearly a sellout at $6.95. Congratulations, all you multi-buyers. And I'm so sorry for people who are missing out on these goodies. I did say it was going to be quick. Just stay on the phone. Why not? Where are we going next, love? That's the goner, that one, by the way. Say that again. I've already done that box, Sweet Pea. Yep. Let me bring to you now. Oh, enamel. I've got enamel now. One of the last, actually. One of the last, not quite the last, one of the last. This is your deep gold, your aquamarine, and your amethyst in here today. Gorgeous gold. Aquamarine as well.
It's a lovely combination, that. Really is beautiful.
Unusual combination, yeah. I would say.
It works
what
really
would you do
well.
with these working together?
They work, they swirl beautifully in the melting pot. They look lovely together. They really do.
So right.
Yeah.
Because actually you've kind of got the peacock tones here, and then it's like you've got the gold of the peacock feathers as well.
Yep, absolutely.
You've got 3 here, so your price should be £12. But your price today for 3 pots, can you guess it? Do you know? I just can't get over the prices we're doing on this today, and neither can you. This is nearly a sellout as well, actually. 30 grams in each, should be 12 today. It's yours for £6. What do you think of these prices we're doing?
What can you say? It's just a no-brainer. You need them. You know, even if you haven't started jewel enamels, this is the way in, because those prices are never going to be repeated. They're just fantastic. Fantastic deals.
Yeah. And do not forget for me as well, please, if you're tuning in now and you're thinking, wait, why is all this happening? I've only just got into it. I've only just want to start it. Get your hands on the melting pot, the last ones ever, basically, because it has been discontinued. It's not us choosing to get rid of this. We've even tried to create our own, but it's just not viable at all. No one else is making this product right now. It's just, we cannot get it. It's discontinued from America. It's really not us. That's why we have to say goodbye. And let's face it, we're doing these crazy prices. If we could keep it, we would, but we can't. So we're saying goodbye with a bang. Get your hands on these whilst you can, because we will still have limited stock, as I've said, on the internet of things like your enamel, not the melting pot. Don't forget, not the melting pot, because once that's gone, it's gone. Now's your last chance to buy. But we will have small quantities, small amounts of the jewel enamel, but you won't be getting it for £6. It will be the prices you would usually expect of £4 each. £6 for you today. Last of jewel enamel, your Grecian queen on this. Okay, now, the next one I'm about to bring up for you is the Crystallina. Now, it's very similar to the Angelina, but obviously the texture's different, isn't it?
Yes, it's slightly coarser, so therefore it actually makes it more sparkly.
Now, they've not actually sent us over the right colours, but have we got a... Oh, no, they've sent over the Angelina, have they? Have you got a... have you got Crystallina?
I have got Crystallina. There's that one.
Just so I can show you. This probably isn't the colour, but it's just to show you the difference. Oh, I don't need it all.
I'm just looking to see all the different colours that they sent me.
I love this. Gosh, how much have you got in there?
Well, I know, quite.
So this is to show you the thickness of the Crystallina. So I showed you the Angelina before. You can see how much coarser this is than the Angelina. Let me show you an Angelina. Because it's quite important, obviously, to see the difference. Oh, Issa, you're a little love. It's important to see the difference, isn't it? So this is my Crystallina, which you've got the opportunity to get now, and this is the Angelina. So can you see the difference in thicknesses is massive. So this is your Angelina here, which is almost what I always call angel hair, because it's like the stuff you put on your Christmas tree. And these, that's the Crystallina. And then, sorry, this is your Crystallina. So you see how much coarser it is. And this is the difference in effect you get. So this is your Angelina. which you see is very, very fine, always a little bit wispy at the sides. But then this is your Crystallina, which, if I hold it against something that isn't the same colour as my dress, you can see it's much thicker, isn't it?
It is. It is a coarser cut, but it sparkles more.
Yes, it has.
And I
got
like
a
mixing the
massive
two
sparkle.
together actually, because then you get the lovely softness of the Angelina, but you get the sparkle with the Crystallina
as well.
Yeah.
So this is your Crystallina that we're getting. These are the colours you've got to be getting. I'm sorry I can't show you them in real life. It's purely because the warehouse sent over slightly the wrong stuff. But actually, haven't I got those colours in front of me
You
now?
have. Those are the colours that
These are the
I was
colours.
sent, yes.
Oh.
So.
Liz, you are so useful.
Well, that's nice to know.
I'll show
Thank
you
you.
the I'll show you the colours that we have here. You've got your peacock tone. You're going to be getting your beautiful ultraviolet. You've got your astral blue as well. And you've got your pink sorbet. So these are the colours. Obviously yours won't be open. All 3 packs today should be $9.80. Good price, right?
It is, yeah.
Good price. Gonna make it better. Much better. Your price today is not £10, it's £7 for all 4 packets of this today. We're going to show you exactly how to use it. We really are. It's a wonderful product. Get it whilst you can, because once this is gone, it is gone. This isn't one that we're planning on for a reorder. You're a little love. Let me bring you Angelina as well. Thank you for that, Liz, you little sweet
It's a
pig.
pleasure.
You're a love. So this is your opportunity to get your hands on that for the last time now, because I've got 100 gone, which means I've not got that many left. So be super, super quick on the phone. It's your last chance to get your hands on it.
Hello again. Do you want to see how to use the Angelina right now to make those beads?
Yes, please.
Should we do that straight away?
Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah.
Okay.
So those are the ones I've left over there, hopefully, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Honestly. Right, so what you need is a nice selection of your Angelina and Crystallina, whatever you like to use. If you want a nice big bead, then just put a bit of aluminium foil underneath. So we'll use a little bit of this. This is not critical. You could also use fusible film. Should we do it with a bit of fusible film underneath as well? Yeah, because
just to let you know, actually, you see all this massive selection we've got here? We gave Liz, not a kit, everything.
I wasn't kidding when I said on Facebook I could not believe what had come through the door. Well, it didn't come through the door, it came to the door, and I staggered in with it.
Do you know all of that stuff I've just done for you? All of those pots of enamel, all of those goodies, all of the Angelina and the Crystallina. We just took all of it, we just sent it all to Liz.
Yep.
And went, do you like with it, love? So this is our designer inspiration time, but it's not our, here's one kit, here's how to do it. It's just get what you can, free for all. So this is what we're going to be looking at how to create now.
Sorry, I'm going to move that to one side.
That's all right.
Yep.
So this is with the Crystallina.
It is, and I'm going to use some fusible film underneath.
And fusible film that we gave for you earlier on.
Yes,
Fab.
okay. So I've just got a long piece of fusible film. This happens to be cut from a piece that I had I was looking for ages. I don't know if you can see it against there. That's all the different colours that are in the pack. And I carefully cut it and put it on a piece of card with black and white, so that you could see the difference on black and white. Yeah. And then I couldn't find it, and that's because I scrolled it up and put it in here. So there we go. So I'm cutting it up now. Okay,
that's all good.
So what we're going to do is be you don't need to be perfect. I'm just twisting and wrapping it around here.
So you're just wrapping that around?
Yeah. And you can change the shape of it, and when you've got it there, just put that. I'm going to rest it on there. Then I'm going to take my magic heat gun.
We have still got a couple of the heat gun left if you want it. We have still got some of the heat gun left. The melting pot, your last few are at the bottom of the screen right now. We're going to show you how to work with it and everything else in a moment. Once it's gone, it's gone.
Right. I'm going to heat this now with a heat gun, set on high. Just heat a moment, resting it down on the surface, because as you saw, if you don't rest it on the surface for a moment to hold it together, it will explode. And you'll have to re-wrap it like I just did. So can you see it changing colour? And it melts slightly as you go. Okay, when you've got it looking approximately the way you want it to, I could add some more fusible film and keep building up the layers.
Okay.
Or we can take some Angelina And I'm just going to wrap it around in any way we like. You could have used aluminium foil underneath there.
Okay.
And if you wanted...
Just normal foil?
Yeah, it's just
Like kitchen?
Tin foil.
Okay, yeah.
That's the way I made the bigger beads. And to be honest, if I'm going to wrap it more with Angelina fibres, I tend to have used the aluminium foil as the base. But just so you could see how to make it with fusible film, because you could just keep on adding layers of fusible film. And then you actually, I can show you. Then you get beads that are a bit like that.
I love those.
Yeah. So they're not moving so much.
Aren't they funky?
Yeah, and they'll always be slightly different. They're dipped in jewel enamels at the bottom, but that is purely fusible film wrapped, just as we have just done.
How clever.
So what we do now is we're going to go with the Angelina fibres, and they react to the heat. And can you see it changes colour?
Oh my God, how cool is that? See it changing colour?
And then, whoop.
Oh, that smells amazing. Is it meant to?
Well, it's getting hot, so yes.
Smells like candy floss.
Yeah, don't eat it though.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, good job you said.
And then we could say change the colour a little. Just take a little bit more.
My director Ben is absolutely blown away by this. Saying pretty bold statements such as, it's stuff like this that make my job worthwhile. I love this bit, I love this bit. That's amazing.
So I'm going to wrap it around and I'm just going to heat it. And you can build the design on your bead.
It changes colour, how cool
it
is
does,
that?
yes. And it's what we'll do is we'll add a little bit of, so I've got a bead that's a bit blue at one end and a bit of another colour. Oh, let's have that. It's reaching all the way across you, sorry about that.
No, that's silly.
Okay, so the Crystallina, you might not want as much of it.
So this is just with your Crystallina now, so
Yes.
it's a slightly larger, bolder.
Yes, it is. And again, we wrap it around and, you know, pull off any bits that you don't want, or just allow the heat gun to do the work for you.
I love how they just shrink up.
Yeah, it's really good fun.
Could you make your own Christmas baubles?
Yeah, definitely. I'll do it over something. So
Yeah, like over a big piece of foil or maybe a piece of...
yes, you could do it over a glass bauble if you were careful, but not the plastic.
Or polystyrene.
It might melt the
Oh, good,
polystyrene.
because I hate polystyrene anyway.
But
it creeps me right out.
But you can just scrunch up and make some papier-mâché balls if you want to. Yes.
Brilliant.
Or you can get cotton balls too. So they would work because they don't react to the heat at all.
So clever, make your own baubles.
So you
I love that.
You just add what you want to it, and if you want a specific design, I'm not really building this very beautifully. Sometimes I find it if I want to have a
definite
string, yeah, rub it between your hands so that you get something that's a bit more like that.
So it's like a sausage shape.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you can wrap it around.
Oh, so you can give it like a helter-skelter swirl.
Yes.
Oh, I love
and
that.
there's, I'll show you something right on the very end in a second. The pendant on the very end.
Yeah.
That is done with the white and the gold. And that's just with Angelina fibres, the one on the very end there. And the little beads at the bottom are headpins dipped in jewel enamels. But you can make it, that's like a twist, a specific twist. And so you can be quite relatively precise if you want to, or you can be completely haywire and have lots and lots of different funky shaped beads.
I love it so much.
It is really good. So I'll just heat this up and...
Crystallina is a sellout if you check out your basket.
It's lovely stuff.
If you don't check out your basket, Sammy! What are you doing? Sammy, guest designer, just chilling with it in a basket. You should know better, young lady.
Grab it
you
now,
should know
Sammy.
better. I'm giving you a heads up, love. It's going to be a sellout if you don't make it.
So you can carry on as much as you like. And it slides off here really, really easily. And you can neaten up the ends if you want. And of course you can dip the ends in the jewel enamels. But I'm going to come back to this. I'd never made this up into a piece of jewellery, I just didn't have time. But you can see here some of the funky beads that are made with it. And they're all irregular and different. So if irregular is your thing, then I highly recommend using the fusible film and Crystallina and Angelina. They're all from the same family. Yeah, that's the thing. So, and that's one, as I said, I built that one up quite a lot. And the reason why they're now really hard is because I dipped them in resin. I'm losing all my
resin
words
afterwards.
today. Yes.
Brilliant.
Yes. So that
Very
is
clever.
So it makes them quite heavy, and particularly with those beads.
They are really, aren't they? I could see this tassel with like some really bright blue Keshi pearls.
Oh,
Do you know what I
yes,
mean?
yeah,
To keep that
absolutely.
organic nature of it, or
Yes.
peacock pearls or something
Fantastic.
really cool.
Do you want to see how they?
abalone.
Oh, that would be good. Do you want to see how it fuses together to make a sheet? If you
Of
haven't done
course
it.
I do. You know that I do. You're
This is-
asking silly questions.
This is the ironing job.
Handful left of this at the moment.
Deluxe.
I'm going to have to bring something else on screen, sorry. Mr. GC39 is your code on this. It's a ridiculous price discount. It's the last time you're going to see them. I've got over 150 of them gone already. I've got a handful or two left. Do check out your baskets. I'm wondering if there's something gone wrong with the baskets. No, because someone's just checked out. Thank you very much, Caroline. There are people coming in on the phone. Do stay on the phone for you. Because if you stay on the phone, you're probably going to start grabbing it out of people's baskets. Who's just checked out now? Vera's just checked out. Congratulations. Jean, you've got yourself one as well. Well done. Valerie's just checked out. Mavis has got one. Kay, you've just got one. Well done. All of you who keep checking out, brilliant. Well done. Do treat yourself to them today. £7 for you.
Okay, so I've just spread out a little bit on there, and again, if you want to have something that's very specific, you can roll it up and place it on, or if I show you another thing that is quite fun to do, you just put a little bit on, okay, and then, excuse me, it's sticking to me, and if you use your fingers, you can swirl it. So you get these little swirl patterns, and if you remember the sheet that I showed you earlier on, Becky,
Yes.
that's how I got the swirls all over it. So
Oh,
you
that
can,
kind of, that
Yeah.
almost paisley feel
yes.
effect.
This is in between baking parchment, but it could be newspaper, it could be A4, computer paper, it could be any paper.
Okay.
I like baking parchment because you can see broadly what's happening. So excuse me, I'm
cool.
just getting the iron.
And you could add your, say, sprinkles at this point.
You
couldn't
can, if you want to put sprinkles in, then you can do so, and just put a little bit more of the fibre on the top.
Love that.
Okay. Not
Wowzers.
usually seen at home, this iron isn't, except for to do this. Now, I hope this is going to be hot enough here. We've had problems with this before. And I'm praying it's hot enough.
Do I need to say that? Do I actually? Other brands of iron are available. Just so you know. It's not necessarily the best, it's just the one we have to hand.
It's my iron, okay. Right, you don't need it to iron too long, but I don't think this is desperately hot. But when you have ironed, do you want to take it off there? I'll just put this back down underneath, so it's out of the way and I don't fall over it. Okay, and there you have your sheet ironed together. Do you know if you decide that, well, actually I think I'd like to do something else to it. Cut it up. Ooh. And then you could put it together with something else. If I iron it onto the edge of this, take that there, put that on the top again, and that's onto fusible film.
Okay, yeah.
And here we go again. Just don't overheat it because everything will start to go brown and grey and dull. Sorry about bobbing up and down, but I wanted to show you. And then it's stuck onto there.
That is so
That.
cool.
Yeah, isn't it? It's a really good effect, I think. Really straightforward to do. It's so easy.
Ryan, come and get a shot of this, mate.
He just walked off.
I know, he's just chatting.
Gone for a chat.
He's chatting. Why are they stealing jewel enamel off us, I want to know? Oh my gosh. Guess what? Gems TV, our sister channel, sort of like 2-3 doors down, a crew member has just come across now and just gone, can I have some of that? What are you selling? What are you selling? So they've just come to rob 2 pots of jewel enamel. They are bringing it back, don't worry, because they want to prove at people at home why no one can get in on the phone lines because ours have just gone so crazy, and obviously we share the same call centre. So someone's just coming to rob the pots. That's what was happening.
So we've seriously affected their sales, have we?
Genuinely, yeah. Genuinely we have. Yes.
That's not a bad thing, yay!
Yeah. So this
Okay.
is what you've done with the
Yes,
fusible fibres onto it.
and that was so quick and so easy to do, and you can get so many different effects if you're combining all the different colours of the Angelina and Crystalina fibres with all the different colours of the fusible film.
Love
so that was just a quick demo.
Wonderful.
So anyway, there we go. So should we do some jewel enamels?
Yeah, go on then.
I better just tidy up a
love that.
second. So
I love that person's just come in and gone, what are you selling at the moment? Can you give me some? Literally, Gems TV's phone lines have just gone, so no one can get through because you lot have, obviously we share the same call centre. So this lady's just come in and gone, what are you selling now? And we've just said. So they've come to lend a pot off us so that they can go and show it on Gems TV, go and show it on their channel so that they can say, look, this is why we... And she even, have they got it on Gems TV now? Oh, that's so funny. They're actually showing it on Gems TV now. She even went, what is this for? She just went, this is what you're selling. What do you do with it? And so they had to very briefly just explain to her then. Lynn Jinx it is. She doesn't know what's going on. She's like, why could no one get through? Congratulations. Whilst you're here and whilst you're setting up, I'm going to give you the opportunity to get your hands on one of our textured stamps. I love this After the Rain.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. It's got so many different textures on it.
Yeah, it really does.
I really like that one. It's beautiful.
This is the After the Rain, and it is a gorgeous stamp by the wonderful Helen. And these stamps that we have here are great to use with dual enamel, aren't they?
They are. They're fantastic and for all sorts of things. For polymer clay, obviously, is what they're designed for. Friendly plastic, silver clay, cloud clay, anything that takes an impression.
Anything at all that you can create with this. I adore this. If I show you the black version, so this is kind of how it would be if you just stamped it, as it were. You've got almost this gorgeous floral design that goes into these waves. It almost has this kind of paisley design. These beautiful clovers with these real bright tones. Absolutely gorgeous. Like fishtail fan effect on there now, isn't there? Really, really beautiful. And then these are the stamps that you get. So you can use it as a whole stamp, but you can just use sections, can't you?
I regularly just use sections, and I like the fact that they're bendy so that you can texture things that are not flat. So you can, particularly when I'm working with Friendly Plastic around cloud clay, and I want to get texture around a 3D object, they're perfect.
It's wonderful, isn't it? It really, really is special. It's absolutely spectacular.
And with those, or with any of the texture mats, you use the moulding compound that we had on earlier to take an impression of your texture mat, and then you have the reverse image of the texture mat, which is really useful as well. So I find them excellent. You get double duty out of one texture mat.
That's wonderful, isn't it? Your price today for After the Rain is just £8.95. I've already got loads of those gone today. MB 39 is the code on these today. Get your hands on it whilst you can. £8.95. Don't worry, they've brought. No, it's fine. Don't worry, they've brought the dual enamel back. We checked. She walks it back through, back in. She just came in and was like, "What price was that, by the way?" We said, it's all gone. It was half price. And she was like, oh, right. She didn't even know what it was. Like, we could have told her it was only £100. And she'd have been like, oh, cool. Yeah. Amazing. Do get your hands on that whilst you can. Fab. So we popped some melting at the moment.
I'm using some Crafty Flex, because that is a really useful product. I've talked about it before, but Crafty Flex has got, it makes the dual enamels a little more resilient. This was in my bundle of stuff. So
I was just saying, we've not got this alone, have we?
You might have it in a bundle.
We have, but we haven't. Have we?
Ah, it's in a bundle.
No way!
Oh, you got it on your own as well?
It's got it by itself?
Oh, wow. There you go.
No way. I've never done this by itself before. I've only got a few. We'll talk about it. I've got 27. I'll bring the info up on this for you.
In an instant.
It'll be gone in a second. Your price on it? We're going and gone. It'll be with you in a second. Yeah. Crafty Flex by itself, apparently. God, I love that. I've never seen that before.
It's really useful because it does make the dual enamels a little bit more resilient, because the dual enamels can be a bit brittle, particularly if they're flat or thin. If they're thick in a mould, it's not such a problem, but it does make it a bit more durable. The other lovely quality it has is it makes it a little more viscous, which means that you can do different things with it. So some really good ideas for coating different things if you've got the Crafty Flex in there, because it sort of sticks and clings a bit more.
Oh, I like that.
So it is very good.
£13.50, that's your price. 20 left, that's it. Once it's gone, it's gone. WXFT43, that is the code. Your melting pot's at the bottom. I've got about 5 or 6 left now. £13.50, it's going to be a sellout. Get it whilst you can. Are we going to pop the graphics back on for the stamp afterwards, are we? Yeah. So once that's gone, you won't see it anymore. The stamps will be back on.
Okay, so I've just got some Crafty Flex. What I usually do is I put some Crafty Flex in the pot first.
It's sold out.
Right, and let it melt because it takes a little bit longer to melt than the jewel enamels. And also if you put your lid on your melting pot, it speeds up the melting process.
Okay.
But from the point of view of...
But that would be rubbish TV.
It would be rubbish TV, looking at a black lid. So we're going to do it like this. The other thing you can do to make sure that your Crafty Flex spreads throughout your jewel enamels without over mixing the jewel enamels is to mix a little bit with the dry powder before you put it in the pot.
A good tip.
So if you know what colours you're going to use, it's quite a good thing to do. And the quantity that you need to use is about up to about 1/3 or so of the total amount of jewel enamels.
Okay.
Excuse me, I've got a little itchy nose.
Have you?
All sorted. Okay, so we might put some another colour in here as well. This is this lovely peridot.
I love the peridot green.
It's obviously got a little bit in there. I'm going to put a fair amount in here so that I don't have to keep remelting things. I just don't know what I've got in there. So there's some extra funky things in there. Oh, a bit of leather.
Oh, bit of leather. Funky.
Interesting
Funky.
stuff.
Hey, look who's joined us now. Look in the workshop room. Have a little look. Oh, look at Laura Lona.
Yeah.
Just sat there by herself.
I thought she was knitting for a minute, but she's got the gizmo.
No, she's not knitting, she's gizmoing. Look at her. She's sat there looking at us, pretending she's got friends at the moment. She just sat there by herself, gizmoing away. I'm guessing she's on the Late Show, so keep your eyes peeled.
Oh, right. Well, that means I have to tidy up really quickly afterwards.
No, you'll be fine. Great.
Laura's really good, though. So I'm just going to put a bit of the ultramarine in here because it's also lovely. Look at the colour. Isn't it gorgeous? We'll put a good amount in there.
I love how these colours melt.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
And can you see the difference in the colour from what was it in the pot?
Yeah,
you're
right.
To the way it melts.
Yeah.
It's just lovely.
It melts to be like a gorgeous sapphire.
Yes, it does.
Stunning.
What we're going to do, while that's melting, because it is taking a little while, I don't know what it is about the plugs in this studio, but somehow they don't deliver enough power.
We have got the aircon on as well, so that might be affecting
Right,
it.
then keep the aircon on, please.
All right.
I will melt.
It's hot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Woo, it's warm in here.
I'll tell you, just while that's melting, what we're going to be doing.
Okay.
We're going to use the texture mat. And we're going to use a cutter because I don't think I've shown you cutting out with jewel enamels before.
I've not seen it.
And you do need to be fairly speedy on this.
Okay.
But it works a treat. So this one here and the one next to it as well.
Okay.
Which has got the hole in the middle.
So this is with the textured mat that was on screen right now. It's the After the Rain texture stamp that we've got on screen now to create these two. I have got another texture stamp coming up for you as well, actually.
Oh yes, you have. Sorry, mine's a bit
oh no, it's all
stuff.
Are you still melting?
I am still melting.
I don't want to chat over you if you're
No,
still...
I'm still
you know
melting.
what I mean? But whilst you're still melting,
Yeah.
I may as well, hadn't I? I've got your Hey Mumbo textured stamp. This is your Mumbo design.
Beautiful,
now
it
you've
is.
obviously used yours and you've obviously got this.
Yes, I have.
What have you done with it?
Actually, I used first of all to take myself a negative imprint using the moulding compound. So I had the reverse texture mat because I like the pattern so much.
I love that.
It's really,
That's
works
clever.
really well.
That is really clever.
So I've got two out for the price of one, as I say,
Ooh,
which
I
works
like.
really well. I think it works particularly well with polymer clay as well because it takes, and silver clay because it takes the fine detail.
I love that, you're
which
right.
is really good. But also for stamping using the detailing powder, which is in some of the packs, I think.
You're right, it absolutely is.
So that works very well too because the fine detail is picked up with the fine enamel. But it's just a lovely all-over design.
It is gorgeous, isn't it? You could do beautiful beachside designs on this. You could do really quite boho, bohemian. You could do quite funky designs of this as well. Really bright colours. It could be a little bit sort of hippie, ravey kind of fun, couldn't it? This is your Mumbo textured stamp sheet. Your price today is just £8.95. Get it whilst you can. It's not just for use with this, it's used for absolutely
yes.
pretty much anything you
You
can
could
set
use
your
it,
mind to.
just anything that you would use a rubber stamp for.
Yeah.
But
true.
you can do it around 3 dimensions.
Love that.
Which is really handy.
Easy peasy. So you melted.
I'm nearly melted. It's just taking longer. The Crafty Flex does take a while.
I love that bit. How gorgeous does that look?
And I don't want to over mix because or whisk it around.
No.
Or you end up with just one homogeneous colour.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that. But I want to move the Crafty Flex through it all.
So that's again making it better, more durable and more wearable in a way.
Yes, absolutely. It just helps to stop chipping, and it just makes it just that little bit more durable. So it's less likely to shatter if you drop it on the floor.
Not that it would shatter anyway.
Not on the carpet, it wouldn't. But
No.
you know, if you had glass or ceramic jewellery, that breaks if you drop it on a hard
Absolutely
surface.
true.
So jewel enamels does too.
Yeah.
So the thing you might want to do is to put your heat gun on low
Okay.
and get rid of the bubbles. Because with Crafty Flex, you get more bubbles than you do if you don't use it.
And all you have to do is when you're applying this, I can see it, you probably can't at home, but there's little tiny bubbles and they just pop
They do.
as you run across them.
Yes. It's a good idea to try and get rid of those because it helps you in your final piece that not to have bubbly bits. I think that's not
That
a
one
bubble.
doesn't want to go.
I think that's because it's a foreign body from my pot. So I just pop those. Okay. Oh, he nearly popped. We'll go with that. You can take your time to do it a little bit more. Now I've got here 2 cookie cutters.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Or if you have our polymer cutters or something
Yes,
like that.
absolutely. You need a decent size one. That's for this one. So
Yeah.
Sugarcraft ones are good. So what you mustn't do is put that on and then pour into it.
Okay.
Because otherwise your enamels will stick to the cookie cutter.
To the cutter,
hugely.
right.
I just want to release my flex. Sorry, it's getting caught.
Feel free. Release the,
The
flex.
Okay, so I'm going to just encourage this down.
Just does that look?
Isn't it lovely? And you don't know quite what you're going to get.
Oh, it's amazing, doesn't it?
Splodge it down. That'll probably do.
Oh, oh, that looks good.
Don't worry about the trails.
No, because we can reuse those.
Yes, we can. So I'm going to put that one on and hope that I've got it about the right size. And then I'm going to put this one on too.
That's just a cutter. There
Yeah.
we go.
And leave that for a moment. It won't take long to cool.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take it off there and press down really quite firmly because I don't want to press hugely hard because I've got my texture mat under there.
Yes, so you don't want to mess up the texture mat, do you?
That's right. So we'll see how. Being there nearly, it's still a little bit too soft at the moment.
So you can tell that just by holding it underneath.
Yes,
can't
can you feel and see that? I don't know whether the camera can pick it up. I'm just pressing up and I can feel it's hot, but it's just a little too soft underneath.
I see.
So I don't know if you can see it. Maybe it's not really. It's really difficult to pick up on the camera. Okay, I'll take that
Oh, there
off
we go.
there.
It's done.
Yeah, I think we'll be coming away.
Oh, that texture is good.
So let's see whether we can press down firmly.
So we've just taken. Gosh, I got excited about that texture, didn't I? Whoa! It looks gorgeous though. I love this colourway actually with this
Yes.
patterning. It's really
It
funky.
is good, isn't it? Okay, so just take a bit of time to ease this out.
Okay.
This bit you're going to cut out,
Yeah.
and then you've got this piece here,
Which is the centrepiece that's
Yep.
in the middle. So you just pop out.
which you pop out. And I'm just going to fetch my wooden block. because
problem.
I don't like.
this already.
Whoops, there goes my hand cream.
Isn't that awesome? That does look cool, doesn't it?
So we'll leave that to one side. I've got my wooden block here because I want to press into it and with my pokey tool.
Okay.
So I'm just going to cut this off here.
So that is where the cutters run, which is why you know exactly where to cut. It's a
Yes.
perfect round. And sometimes I suppose your cutter will cut through. It's just depending on the day,
Yes,
isn't it?
it does. And if you've got little areas that are not perfect or sticky out bits,
Yeah.
you can actually just put them back in the, just run it round in the melting pot just to
That's
smooth
clever.
off the surface if you want to. Oops, not on there.
That's
Oh,
clever.
I've made a mess of that one now. But
and then
not to
just
worry.
smooth it around.
Well, I don't tend to use my fingers too much
No, it's
because it gets a
probably
bit
for the
hot.
best.
Yes. So that's the right side. So I've made a bit of a hash of that bottom
no, you
bit.
haven't. You could remelt that though,
I could,
couldn't
yes,
you? If you had time when you
easily.
went on live TV.
Yes. Why do things always go wonky when you're doing it on live TV?
Isn't that gorgeous?
Okay.
Oh.
So that, while it's still warm, I would make my little hole. You make a hole at the top,
Right.
okay? And if you poke into something firm, there's still a little bit of give in the jewel enamels. Can you see it's just giving
Yeah,
a
I
little?
see. Yeah.
So you can make a hole because that's going to be for the top, and then you want to be in the right place at the bottom.
Pokey tool.
Yep. Don't make it too close to the edge,
No.
otherwise it's just a little too vulnerable.
Okay.
So those are the 2 holes that you need to attach all the bits to, but then of course you have to have some gleams on them, don't you? So out with the gleams.
Yes.
One day, Becky, I'm going to put a bit on the end of your nose.
Oh, please do. I'll be able to smell it all day then, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Lush. Amazing.
I do worry about you.
You're not the only one.
So
I love gleams.
Oh, I
Look,
do too.
It just lifts it.
It does, and just a little on your finger. You know, earlier on when we were using it, we put quite a lot on.
Yeah.
But this is a much more subtle texture, so
Yeah.
just put a little on. And then, of course, you can carry on and add the other colours as well if you want to.
Doesn't that look
But
cool?
it just is so simple and nice to do.
It?
So that's
If you look at it before
Yeah.
the gleam as well, you can just see how different that is, can't you? It really picks it up. Could you put that back through there? That'd
you
be
could,
quite
yes.
cool, wouldn't
yeah.
it?
Put it through from the other side. I
Bit
think,
gleamy,
so.
bit not gleamy.
Yeah.
Love that.
Or you could gleam it a different colour.
Ooh. Gleaming dream, that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for showing us that. I'm not
That's
going
all
anywhere.
right. Oh,
well, I
good.
am. Oh, I am. It's a lie. I am. We're going to a really quick break, but we are coming back to Liz after this. Stay exactly where you are. I'll be back in moments.
This is an important announcement to all of our Sky TV viewers. From Tuesday the 19th of August, our Sky channel number will be changing from 655 to Sky 665. So remember to tune in to Sky 665 from August the 19th so you don't miss a thing.
Add a mystery gift to your order today and you'll receive a surprise full of fantastic treats and goodies with a huge saving guaranteed. Check out our online reviews from Jewellery Maker customers who have previously purchased one of these mystery gifts. Go on, treat yourself with a little gift.
Hi Jewellery Makers, if you're a Freeview viewer, you can now continue to watch the show live by switching over to channel 64. Our brand new 24-hour channel is available to the majority of homes in the UK, so grab your remote now to make sure you don't miss a thing.
Welcome back everyone to Designer Inspiration. Thank you so much for joining me today, and the wonderful Liz. Thank you so much for joining us today and showing us so many of your goodies.
I love being here. I love working with JM.
Do you?
Yes, well, I like sharing what I do and my knowledge and getting other people enthusiastic.
Well, you certainly have today. I tell you what, we've had loads of messages in, we've had loads of people getting in touch. We are going to be learning a little bit more step by step. I know normally with Designer Inspiration we'll cut off today, but it is our goodbye to Jewel Enamel. We really want to send it off with a bang. It's kind of our way of saying thank you for getting involved today and thank you for joining us. So we're spending a little bit of extra time over at the guest designers spot today. I've got some more goodies for you. Where are we starting, love? The last of the Jewel Enamel.
Oh.
Oh, thank you, Pete.
Oh, is this the detailing enamel? Yes. That's lovely.
Detailing.
Yes, it's very, very fine.
Very fine, isn't it?
Yes.
I said
Yes.
fine with a thumb. Very fine. Very fine. low quantity. This is a serious goodbye, fond farewell. This is our detailing. We say detailing because it is, look, super, super fine. Your price should be £16 because this is our detailing, so it is slightly, you know, slightly different. Super fine. Your price today, though, is £8.25.
Wow, that is an awful lot for very little. That is so much in there.
There is loads because
Yeah.
it's so fine. You get
It is.
loads of it, don't you?
You do. It goes a long, long way, and it's really good for adding details to things. So obviously, use it with the stamps, and you can use it with the watermark stamp,
Right.
ink pad thing, whatever.
The block pad, yeah, I know what you mean. The stamp pad, I know what you mean.
Yes, because that's sort of effectively like glue, and you can stamp with it with your wonderful stamps,
Yeah.
and you just ink it up, ink, like that.
Yeah.
And then
Blah, 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 blah.
press this down. I've done it onto fusible film or straight onto dual enamels or onto friendly plastic. Sprinkle on your detailing powder and then knock off the excess and save it. Put it back in the pot. Heat it up and you're done. It's a fantastic way of getting pattern and design
Say
on
goodbye.
there. Oh, farewell.
Everyone at home, say goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. It's gone. It's a sellout. Hold it together, Ryan. We can do this, all right? I know, it's hard to carry on for the next 50 minutes, but we can do this. Congratulations to anyone who did get your hands on that. It is a shopping channel. I have got this all over myself. And I do have to have graphics up on my screen, so very quickly I'm going to be doing your moulds. Now the thing is, this is our goodbye to dual enamel. We use moulds for dual enamel, but these moulds in particular, I am very au fait with working with the likes of your polymer or your resin.
Or friendly plastic.
Or friendly plastic.
Or cloud clay.
The fact of the matter is though, that I'm about to do a goodbye dual enamel price with these.
Wow.
Even though we don't actually need to. We will still have these products on, just not at this price point, to be honest. Now's your chance to get them. Let me show you the 4 stamps we get. You have got, I always think of it as like Venus face. The glamorous lady, Ben says. This is your elegant lady. It's the Venus style face, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful. You've then got this gorgeous square, which I always think, I'll be honest, it almost looks quite unassuming, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But you can make your own caps with this.
Yeah, I like it because it really does show off the colours in the dual enamels because you heat polish it and you get that lovely shine, which is the one I've used
one
for
over here, isn't it? It's this one that you've used here, isn't it?
Yep.
So it's that one that we've used for that shape here. It's gorgeous, isn't it? So beautiful. You've then got your portrait face as well. This is a great one because maybe you've had a go at doing the face canes with polymer and you find it a bit hard. You can create the same sort of look with this, really. I know, yeah. You have to be a whiz at that, oh God. But you can create your own looks to this. You could do kind of tribal looks, or you can do, what are those faces called on the island? Easter Island?
Oh, I know the ones you mean. Yes, with the very long... Yes, long faces.
Like that, yeah.
Yes,
You could do that kind of look with these, can't you? You just extend it out slightly, that kind of tribal look. You can add hair to these and make it look like loads of different faces, couldn't you? Really, really cool. And then you have, I've got to say, it's one of my favourites.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful heart shape. This is your figured hearts that we have here, and you can see the detail we've got in there, so it's great to work with gleams or micas or whatever. Those 4 moulds today should be $19.95 because they're professional quality. Once you've got them, they will last you. I would suggest to you at the price I'm about to do, even if you've already got 3 of these and you maybe you've already got 2 of these, or maybe even you've already got 1 of these, just get it. Swap it at this price. Give one as a gift, give one away as a raffle prize at one of your jewellery parties. Swap them on Facebook because at the price I'm about to do, it'd be silly to miss out. You won't see this price again. Your price today for these 4, £14.95 today. Your mould selection. All 4 of these. There's loads of you have already got it. Congratulations, everyone. Congrats. It's a crazy price, isn't it? It really is. XL GC12, your mould selection today. Get it whilst you can.
Do you know I've seen those at £6.95 each?
Have you?
Yeah, so that's £7, so that's nearly £28. Say no more.
Did you buy many?
No.
No.
I get mine at trade, don't forget.
By the trade prices, darling. Wonderful. What are we looking at next, lovely lady?
We're going to...
Yes! I've just worked out what we're going to do next. Am I right in saying we're going to do this one?
Yes, we are.
This one.
Yes, absolutely. They're the same technique. This came about because I was just messing with scooping out what was in my pot.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
And I poured it because I wanted it to be cool quickly. So I poured it into my cold water bath, which is quite deep. And then I got this sort of rose, the floral effect, but it was very fragile because all the jewel enamels were in small bits, if you see what I mean, which was a lovely effect, but no good from the point of view of jewellery.
No.
So what I decided to do was I would have a shallow pot of water, which is my little metal dish. And I have my jewel enamels. And again, I've mixed some of the Crafty Flex in here for durability.
Okay.
Give it a bit of a swirl, and of course you can use the heat gun to get rid of any excess bubbles. Can you see? Look, can the camera pick that up? That's stringy bits.
Yeah.
That's because you're using Crafty Flex.
You see that?
Look.
No, you can't really, but it's here. It's like
Yeah.
You know when you take a bite of a really good pizza and the mozzarella goes on for weeks.
Yes,
it's like that.
It is, and that's the Crafty Flex.
Stop.
So, what's wrong?
So sorry. Management have just rang and again completely ignored the pre-production meeting. We spent time practicing this. We spent time talking about it. That mould price, it's mouldy, it's gone off, it's old. $9.95 for 4.
Oh wow. Even more reason to get them all. There's
So essentially, at that £7 you've seen it,
yes.
that means you would buy, what, one and a half?
Well, yes, it's just nearly a third
Nearly a
of
third.
the price.
Of the price.
That's a fantastic deal.
How many of them have I got left?
That's something like...
How many did I start with, Sweet Pea? Started with 150.
Wow.
And I've just got over 100 gone.
Yes.
Gone?
It's sort of nearly 60% off from the price that I've seen them at.
60% saving.
Nearly, yes. I'm not brilliant at maths, so don't hold me to that, but it is about that sort of amount.
I love that.
Yeah.
There you go. Check out your basket. It's going to be a sellout, $9.95 for those 4.
Okay, should we go for it then?
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I really can't wait.
Okay. One of the lovely things that Crafty Flex does is make it more viscous. So you can see that it's not flowing quite as freely as it would.
No, it's not.
Which is fantastic for this purpose.
It's slightly less of a melted chocolate, more of a melted caramel.
Yes. So
how good does that look?
I'm just going to keep pouring. And you can create the shapes that you like. You can even put a cookie cutter in.
Can you see how she's making the shape? Yeah, you can actually. Can you see that? So she's pouring it into the shape she wants it.
You can even put a cookie cutter in to guide yourself, but do not touch the edge of your cookie cutter, okay?
No.
Otherwise it will stick to your cookie cutter.
Okay.
So then you have to give that a moment to cool down, and of course it won't take long.
No, of course it won't.
But if you splash water on the back, then you might get indentations on the back.
So we don't want that really.
Not
it's nice to be
necessarily.
Smooth against the neck, isn't it?
It is.
Just to let you know that is going to be a sellout in seconds. If everyone checks out their basket, I will have about 3 left. That's safe to say. About 3 or 4 left. Once everyone checks out the basket and everyone comes through on the phone, who's waiting there? Oh, Gems TV are going to be through in again in a minute. What have you done to our phones? Sorry. What are we selling now? Moulds. At least they can kind of guess what a mould is.
Yeah.
Unlike before. Like, what is this? Why are you jamming off our phone lines? What is this for? There's absolutely loads of you coming through. Congratulations to you, hundreds and hundreds of people who have got your hands on this today. Congratulations. It's £9.95 for those 4 moulds today.
Right.
Stunning price, isn't it?
It is an amazing price. Okay, so we'll see what that looks like.
Can we do that again? Can you do a grand reveal when Ryan gets back from yapping?
Gee, he's off chatting again.
He's off chatting.
Chat, chat, chat.
I don't know what he's even talking about.
Sorry.
No, it's all right, love. It's all right. I wanted to do a grand reveal. You ready?
And you walk off just at the critical point.
So here it is. We're going to take it out of the water. Ready?
Here we go.
How cool is that? Doesn't that look really cool?
It is gorgeous. It's do you know what makes me think of worm castings a little? You never quite know what you're going to get. But if I hold that up, can you see that? And of course, then when you highlight it with gleams, then you can get some amazing effects. And of course, with some of them, I've used different colour gleams, top and bottom.
I think that is so cool.
It's lovely.
You know what, if you did that in kind of like a tooth shape, you know, the shark teeth, I could see that on a bit of leather cord, a bit of male jewellery.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing I do is back it with a little bit of friendly plastic to protect it even more. To make sure that it's really very sturdy. Yes. So you could put one colour on one end.
Gleaming on top of that.
I'm just going to put any other colour on the bottom. I'll put pink on the bottom if I can open the pot. Oh, Vicky. And Vicky. Becky, could you please open the pot for me?
Yes, not a problem.
So good to have you there.
Sean. I could not think of any other names then. I couldn't think of anything that even sounded slightly like Liz. I was going to go Elizabeth, and I was like, well, that's
all right.
That's okay.
That's what my mum called.
Sean.
You always called me. No, not Sean.
Elizabeth. Is that when you were mischievous?
Yes, well, it was Eliza when I was really mischievous.
Really? Oh, I
Eliza.
love that.
That's what my mum used to say. So
That makes me happy.
I knew I was in trouble. Okay, so just by adding a little bit of the pink there, can you see then? It's so lovely. And of course you can keep going and adding different colours if you want to. And if we look at the ones that I've done here, I'll just put that lid back on again. The one closest to me, which is this one here, that's just a straight pour, and I've used those lovely copper colours and the fire opal, you know, we were looking at earlier on in one of those fantastic ones. And the gleams are gradated from the gold down to the red at the bottom.
Oh yeah, you can see that actually, can't you?
It's harder to pick up on the camera, but it is good.
You can see
it. And I've wound a little bit of wire into the wiggly bits, the worm castings, if you like. And because it's jewel enamels and it's got the Crafty Flex in there, you can poke the end of the wire directly into the jewel enamel, so you haven't got to worry about what to do with the pokey end of wire.
Brilliant.
So, so this one, if I just show you this one here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Try not to get gleams on the thing. This is the one that I put the friendly plastic on the reverse. So that was just
blends in beautifully.
Yeah, it's just a strip. This is the chameleon again. Just a flat piece of friendly plastic, probably about that much. Does that make sense?
No.
Trying to show you.
Probably about
that much. The
so
height
the
of it.
stripes probably about 4 stripes.
Yeah,
isn't it?
something like that. It's just the height of it.
Possibly
so
around 5 centimetres.
It's not wrapped at top and bottom, just round the sides.
Get you.
So that it just keeps it really simple, and all you can do, you just heat it with a heat gun, pop the jewel enamels on the top and wrap it around. Wonderful. And it finishes your edges and protects everything. And again, I did a little bit of wire wrapping in there as well.
Wonderful.
So,
love that, love that, love that.
And that heart one is the one I did with a cookie cutter roughly in place, and I just poured into the water in the cookie cutter to get the shape without touching the sides of the cookie cutter. So it was exactly the same thing, but I pierced a hole in that one, I think.
Stunning that, isn't it?
It's so easy.
Beautiful.
And it's fun, and it's a great way of using up also all the scraps of your jewel enamels when you've mixed it so much that you've got a sludgy colour in there as well. It's a good one too, yeah.
Sorted.
Yeah, perfect.
I absolutely love it. Liz, thank you so much for showing us all of those goodies.
It's a pleasure.
Stunning, aren't they? Aren't they wonderful?
Oh, I'm so sad that it's going.
I know, it's a real shame, it really, really is.
Yeah.
You'll just have to keep us entertained with friendly plastic more now.
I will, and some cloud clay.
And some cloud clay, which I still haven't done a show with you.
Well, that's shameful. We have to rectify that.
I know, yeah, we will. Come on back over with me, because I know I've done the last pot of enamel, but I have still actually got some.
Ah.
It's just in part of bundles, starter kits. Ooh. Should we do that now? Now, if you have just tuned in and you are one of those people who's thinking, why are you getting rid of jewel enamel, and you've just tuned in, I understand that, you know, here's a shame, it's not something that we wanted to do. Essentially what has happened, very, very long story short, is the company that makes the heat pot, the melting pot, which is obviously a big necessity to this medium. They have discontinued it. They are no longer making it. We have got our last lot now. We cannot reorder. We have tried. This is our last lot. We have done so much research at other people who might make the melting pot or something similar. We can't find it. We have even looked into creating our own, as we did for, say, the stamps, but it's just not feasible or viable for us to do it for lots of different reasons. Things like really boring things like logistics of it, and patents on things, and people obviously non-copyright things and stuff like that. It's just not doable. So we have to say goodbye to it today. This is your jewel enamel starter kit. I'll be straight with you. I've got about 54 of these, and that's it. Once it's gone, it's gone. It will be a sellout. I will say to you that the price I'm going to go to on this today, again, had to be discussed in our pre-production meeting. It is stupid. It is a stupid price. It truly, truly is. This is going to be great for Christmas presents. This is going to be great for just a little gift to yourself, when the night starts to draw in, which sadly is happening very soon, isn't it? Starts to get a bit colder, doesn't it? And it starts to get a bit drizzly outside, and you remember when it was sunny and gorgeous and nice, and you just want to give yourself I got my winter coat out the other day. Yeah, I got my winter coat out the other day. Ben's got his on now. Blimey, winter coat out, Ben. When it gets to those cold, dark, grey nights, and you just fancy doing something a little bit different and trying something a bit new, why don't you treat yourself to this today? And then in a few weeks' time, when it is a bit colder, it is a bit grey outside, just enjoy this. Just have fun with this, realistically. It's going to be a great gift. It really, really will be a great gift for a multitude of people. And the great thing for this is you don't have to... Actually, even if you have quite severe kind of difficulties maybe with your hand dexterity problems, yes. Things like wire perhaps can be a real struggle.
They can, yes.
With this though,
it's easy. It really is easy because you've got handles on both sides, so you've got both side handles to pour with. It is very straightforward.
So even for someone in your family who perhaps you've always wanted to get into jewellery making, but you think maybe something like macrame or wirework might be too fiddly, this could be a great little gift for them. Let me show you exactly what we've got in here, and I'll be honest, it is a stupid price. You're going to be getting the melting pot. This is your last chance to get the melting pot. I've only got 54 of this left in this format. You're then going to be getting your enamel itself. You've got 3 colours in here. So you've got the ultramarine, which is that gorgeous blue that we saw melting earlier. You've then got your rich silver, which I've got to admit always looks a bit boring in the pot, doesn't it? But it's proper silver, isn't it? When it melts.
Really silvery. They're all very silvery. Sort of metallic-y, real high sort of metallic-y shimmer to them.
They are gorgeous. You've then got your Burmese flame. Nice. Again, that goes very metallic-y, doesn't it?
It is. It's a lovely, vibrant orange that's not in your face sort of tango orange.
No.
But it's just a beautiful iridescent, lovely, lovely colour.
Gorgeous. You've got that flexy, the
Crafty Flex.
You're well done. Crafty Flex. We've got here a massive pot of this. This is what we showed you earlier on. Makes your pieces less shatterproof, gives you a little bit of a different texture, makes them more durable and sturdy. You're then going to be getting 2 of our moulds. This is our square mould, and you've got your star mould. This is one of our newer ones that has the slit in it. So you can actually, through there, pop in your head pin before you pour it in, which means, say you're going to be doing an earring or you're going to be doing drops, it's already a space within there for you. You're then going to be getting a pot of your flakes as well in that gorgeous gold colour. You've got a 2 packs of your Crystallina in the white, the pink with that gorgeous ultraviolet as well. And you're getting a 3-pack of the gleams, and that's in the silver colour too. Your price today is not $89.95. Your price today is just
wow, 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 wow.
Buy the melting pot. Get all of this. All of this. All of this. I can't even hold it up. Wait, is this awkward? Hang on. There we go, look at that. No, I managed it. Turn around, you. I managed it. Pete, when you're tighting this away, don't touch that corner, it's a bit slobbery. You're getting all of this for just a little bit more. How much more? Like £30 or something, is it? How much does the melting pot remind me? The melting pot's normally £38.95. So you're getting all of this for 25-ish pounds, aren't you? About £26 for all of this. For 2 pots of jewelled enamel, for a massive one of those crafty flecks, for a pot of micas, for 2, not micas, sorry, your flakes, for 2 of these moulds, including one of our newest one, 2 of the crystallinas and 3 of your gleams. That is astonishing! Can you believe that? What was the should-be price? I can't even remember. £89.95, so almost £90. Wait, it was 5p off 90. Everyone at home's going to forgive me for rounding it up to 90, aren't they? It's only 5p. Like, come on. You find that down the back of your sofa, don't you? So it's £90. Say that to me again. £25 off. Oh my gosh, but guess what? I've already got 30 gone.
I'm not surprised.
Oh. I'm so sorry, mate. Awkward. I've only got 3 left now. As soon as I just said the £25 off, everyone just went basket out, check it out. 2 left, 1 left. Goodbye, you gorgeous melting pot. Almost gave it a little kiss then, but that would have been really weird. So all of that is gone. Another sellout. I've got hardly everything we've shown you so far is sold out. Let me get you another treat on because we're saying farewell and we're doing it big style. Glitters. Glitters. Only got 20 of these. Glitters. Discuss.
Well, they don't roll around as much as beads.
No, that is very true.
But
very
they do
true.
get everywhere, and those are lovely glitters.
Oh,
and
they're
they
gorgeous, aren't they?
are, I think they're heat-resistant glitters because they don't change when you or distort and go dull when you apply the heat to them. They're really lovely. So I like those glitters a lot. And they're lovely colours, unusual colours as well.
They are.
Very sparkly.
Some of these actually that have been specifically made for us, some of our glitters.
Ah.
We are the only ones who can get certain colours of this. We've had some specifically made, absolutely gorgeous. Oh, guess what? Oh, just get your price in. Oh, sorry. £12.95 is your price on this today. I'm saying just get the pricing because half my stock's already gone. I don't want anyone to miss out on this. You've got your light orange, your spring green, your blush pink, your baby blue, your buttercup, and you've got your sugar plum as well. They are gorgeous colours. Let me just show you that blue because I love this. Hang on.
But when you put them onto things, they're not as strong a colour. You get that sort of astral shimmer. The slight iridescent shimmer, even if it is on the desktop.
That's what I wanted to show though. I wanted to show the astral shimmer that we can, look at that. It really shows up nice. I've done so well today. The last 25 minutes of the show. And now it is all over me. But look, I just wanted to show that astral shimmer that we have here. That's good, that, isn't it? Thank you so much. How is that going to help? Wait.
Well, it might help you
to do.
Oh,
to clear myself.
Yes.
Me trying to clear the desk.
No, that's your desk.
I am such a muppet. I've just got a dry paper towel and I've just gone, oh yes. None of it's picked up. Right, hang on. Oh, hi Pete. Pete, have you just gone to get me a cloth as well? Is that a dry cloth?
Yeah.
Okay. What's that? More dry cloth.
You need a piece of paper.
I need a piece of paper.
Here you go.
Wait, hang on. Look at that picture, isn't that gorgeous? I've never had so much help. Oh, look at that. Team effort. Someone get the Henry Hoover out. Oh, that's it.
There you go.
Oh, this, you've done this before, haven't you?
I can't tell you how many times I've spilt it everywhere.
I bet.
And then you can just pop it back in the pot.
That glitter's gone all over the desk and out of the studio as well. Thank you very much for getting your hands on that. Thank you for your help. I'm going to move that over there because that is dangerous. Right, what else have we got? Fuchsia agate quartz. Wow! Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my... Can we look at these one by one? Because actually, Some of these have got that dual enamel feel to them. Really, really, really has. Look at this. Oh my God. That is gorgeous, isn't it? But wait, so this reminds me of dual enamel when you pour it in and you get that split of colour when they melt into each other. Then look. That one reminds me of when you, look at that. That reminds me of when you've like used the Angelinas to highlight things. That reminds me of when you sort of ironed that Angelina with the flakes in it, doesn't it?
Yes. Oh, look, and the little scribbly bit on the back of that one.
Isn't that really cool? Look at this one. That one's like druzy.
They are gorgeous.
Now, you aren't actually picking this up properly at home, but that is druzy effect.
It is. It's really sparkly.
Super sparkly. Look.
Oh,
every single one of these is totally oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, well, we didn't expect that colour to pop up, did we? I love that. Real beautiful, rich meld in there. Druzy sections again. Now, it has been smoothed out, but can you see there is still little druzy pits? And you can actually see the druzy in it. I wonder if you can pick up the druzy on this one. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, how gorgeous is that? Let's keep going. I want to show you them all. Oh, I love this one. How bold is that? Isn't that beautiful and bold? That's like almost like a tree age lines there, isn't there? There is, oh, we've got oranges now. Where are these oranges coming from? Then you've got purples.
Oh, they feature beads. You need to showcase them.
Every single one of these is a pendant.
Yes.
If this was a pendant, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pendants I would have. Now, for the size of those, and actually, some of these you could treat like a cab, because let's face it, on none of these can I actually see the drill hole, can you? Because I'll be honest, look, you see this bright pink? That's running through each of these because it is stranded, but you can't see it, can you? Which means you could treat these as a cab if you wished. Because you know, sometimes we'll say that, but you'll see a stone and you can actually see the drill hole, so you wouldn't use it as a cab, would you? You could with this, but you could have a sneaky little hidden sort of secret in there. If you're not great at doing cabs, you can actually strand it through the middle and no one will know. I adore this strand. If I'm doing each one of those as a cab pendant, let's faux cab it. Every single one is a cab pendant. I've got 11 of them. Let's say I sold them for £7 each. Mates rates, that would be £77, wouldn't it? £77 worth. And that's at £7. So that is a bargain, actually, isn't it? When we say a pair of earrings, we work out minimum starting prices are £5, isn't it? Generally for pendants, we'll say starting prices are around the £7, so you could go way up there, especially for the size of these. If I just show you one up to the neck, can you see? That's a pendant, isn't it? That's a pendant size for me, isn't it? Definitely. That doesn't look lost. It doesn't look over the top either. So if I'm saying £7 per one, yeah, all right, I'll add a bit of wire to it, but £7 per one, that would be £77 for this strand. Your price today, though. I hate pulling stupid faces on TV. I swear in my ear moments ago you said £17.95. £12.95. Wait. So that's a £77 worth profit making strand, and that's not me being over the top. That's, we always say start price for earrings is about £5 if you're selling them on start price, base price. Start price for a pendant is about £7. We always say that start price, base price, £7. So I'm not being over the top about that at all, saying that's £77 worth if you were to do individual pendants. The fact of the matter is, it's not cost you £7 per stone. It's actually only cost you £1.17. £1 and 17 pence. Have you been worried about trying out cabs before and working with cabs because, you know, they could be a little bit tricky? Give the idea that you've been working with cabs for a while, but just use that centre drill hole, because you can't tell with these, totally opaque. But wouldn't they be gorgeous as a cab? Wouldn't they? Even just on a head pin, if you're brand spanking new, this is an absolute stunning price. I can't get over that. Working out £1.17 per one, and look how massive. Even just as a cuff, like as a cuff bracelet. That'd be a bracelet, sorry, a cuff bangle. That'd be absolutely astonishing. Oh my gosh, did you get those pearls earlier on? I think, in fact, I think it was the first thing I've shown. I think it's the first thing I showed. We sold out of these. But look, how gorgeous would that go? Oh, wouldn't that be lush? That was the very first thing we sold out of today. First thing we sold. Gorgeous, isn't it? £12.95 is your price on this. Is an absolute astonisher. Beg P62, BEGP 62, that's your code for 850 carats worth of fuchsia agate. That's an amazing price, isn't it? Got to absolutely adore that. Yes, I forgot we had this. My favourite cut. We're not doing this at the price point I've done it at before, are we? Actually, I've decided that I'm not that happy. I've just decided, because this is my favourite cut, and we all know about the concave cut now. We know it's essentially one of the hardest cuts to create in the gemstone world, definitely one of the hardest. To be a lapidus, obviously you have to train for many, many years. Of course, if you're going to be a lapidus and you're cutting genuine gemstones, we know the high prices, you're going to have to be talented already. But then you move from being a lapidus after many, many, many years and years and years of training to be a concave artist. And once you're one of those, you get to create this and only this wonderful cut. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Let me just highlight one to you because I just want to show you exactly what you're getting with this. Now, this is your concave cut. Now, this isn't cut by a lapidurist. This is cut by a concave artist. Now, each one of these is essentially put on a lathe, so it goes in a spinning motion. And then what happens is, as opposed to the facets that you can see here being flat, they're actually undulated. So each one of them is a slight U shape, hence the name the concave. Now, each one of these is created in such a way that you get this gorgeous light, fire and brilliance running throughout. This is rose quartz. How often do you see this much brightness and life and brilliance to rose quartz? It is very, very rare, isn't it? It truly, truly is. The fact of the matter is that's due to the cut of this. It really is due to the cut that you have got this amazing life, this amazing brilliance, and that, let's face it, fire inside. As I'm following this around, just keep your eye. You see the light hit the facet then, but wait, I'm still going. Can you see the internal there? That's where the fire comes into it, right there. And that's due to this cut. So the cut itself, what happens is, generally, if we say something has a nice luster, we're talking about the external. So say, here's my stone, here's my facet. It's a flat facet on most gems, isn't it? If it was a nice luster, the light would hit the gem and ping that off, which is why you get that beautiful effect. When we talk about fire or brilliance, the light actually enters the gemstone, so it's got to be a kind of transparent gemstone. It'll hit one facet and then will ping back out to you. So that's less of a luster, that's more of the internal life. A concave, though, is a U shape, so it's more like this. So what happens is the light will enter, and because as it enters there's lots of different U shapes, the light just bounces off it like in a pinball. So it's not just a flat facet that it can exit out of, because it's so much harder for light to exit out of a dome shape. So it just stays inside for longer, like the light just goes crazy inside, which is why you get this internal brightness, this brilliance. At the end of the day, the concave cut, something like 0.00000 recurring 1% of people in the world can create this cut. That's it. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny amount. Out of a workshop that might have 500, 600, 700 lapidarists, you would be oh so lucky to have just 2 concave artists out of that many people. It is such a skill, it truly is. The work that goes into this is astonishing. The price I'm about to do is as well. Personally, for the amount I've got on this and the amount of beauty I've got, I'm happy with $20.95, and that's the price I brought it to you before. It's not staying there though. £14.95. This is a cut that people train their lives for, and once they create this, that's all they can do. They dedicate their lives essentially to creating this cut. 0.00000 recurring 1% of people in the world can create this cut. It is absolutely mind-boggling when you think about it. It truly, truly is. It is just astonishing. Once you become a concave artist, you can't then go and carry on cutting other shapes. You can't create the princess cut. You can't create the baguette cut. Once you learn to cut this, that is all you can cut from then on, because it is such a skill. They essentially don't want you to go back doing the kind of standard cuts because they don't want you to lose the skill of this. It is absolutely astonishing. It really, really is. Congratulations on getting it. I've got half my stock gone. Oh no, once this is gone, this is gone. I'm the only one who's got this on my show today. Once it's gone, it's gone. CHJK21. I've never seen a concave cut at this price before with this amount, especially because you've got loads on here. You truly, truly do. Beautiful graduation on it as well, making it really, really workable from 7x5 to 15x10. Last chance to buy. Over half my stock gone at $14.95. It's your last chance now. Last chance. Say that to me again, love. Are we going back to this one? Have we got a few left? No, we promoted it earlier. Oh, I nearly forgot about you. I'm so sorry, don't be annoyed. Oh, right, okay. It's one of the big four. I gave you a little sneaky peek of it earlier on. Sapphire is one of the big four, obviously. I've got it in one of its rarest colours here now. I'll be honest with you, you can pretty much make sapphire and certain gemstones kind of any richness of colour or any tone that you want. You could, of course, coat them. It generally doesn't happen with things like sapphire, but you could. You can heat them as well, and that can give you slightly different colours. It's something that's renowned. It's something that's done often. Have you got that treatment slide for me, babe? You have. Let me just show, I'm just going to get my treatment slide up. So very quickly before I show it yet. Very quickly. This is essentially all of our codes. Now this isn't just us. This is all of the, well, a majority of the treatments, -3, that you can have on gemstones. And we as a company are transparent about it. We will tell you what treatments have taken place on our gemstones. It is not legally, it's not legal. It's not legally that we have to do it. A lot of people and a lot of companies will not do it, in fact. We do, though, because we are completely transparent. There is a lot of things on there that happen to sapphire on a daily basis. One of them is filling. We will fill it with lead, essentially. Lead and glass it will be filled with. It can have as well heat done it to it. That is a lot to intensify the colour. You can have irradiation done to it, which is quite an intense treatment, actually. So much so that once something has been irradiated, you have to leave it in a locked chamber for years before it is actually safe to be handled. That happens. Lots and lots of those. It's said that around 97.5% of sapphire in the world on the market is treated. 97.5 is treated. There's nothing wrong with treatments, but for people who just want Mother Nature at her finest, treatments are a no-go area. If that is you and you've been trying to get one of the big four without any treatment, I bet you've been searching a long time. Your search is officially over. This is natural green sapphire. Oh my goodness. The rarity of this is astonishing. Green is one of the rarer colours. I'll admit to you, it's hard to see the green on this. I wonder if I show you it on a black, you might be able to see, or on my hand, you might be able to see a little bit better. The clarity on this is absolutely astonishing. When you get this home, you'll be able to see the colours even better. The lights in here are a little bit bleachy. Look at the sparkle on this though. Look at the sparkle. Look at the work that has gone into this. Beautiful, beautiful piece. It is just astonishing, isn't it? Look at that. That is a paparazzi strand and a half, isn't it? I'm bringing you sapphire that is stunningly eye clear, which again is a ridiculous rarity, which is one of the reasons that we do have to give you so many different treatments on it. Now, yellow sapphire, I'm sure a lot of us will know, is pretty much the rarest colour of sapphire there is. Because it's yellow sapphire is one of the rarest, that means it's one of the most expensive. However, yellow sapphire can be outpriced by green sapphire when you get clarity. I have got a, to me, perfectly eye clear, natural strand in front of me. That means that anywhere else, this would be more expensive than the rarest of yellow sapphires.
You can see how clear it is by the way it magnifies the cord it's on.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Really, it's quite amazing because you look at it and you think, gosh, that's a thick cord for such a very small bead, but they are.
It's just
beautiful.
magnifying it.
It is. So it shows just how brilliantly clear it is, and it is so sparkly.
Because this is such a rarity and because this is such an astonishing gemstone, a lot of you might be expecting around the £80 mark. You'd be close, but not quite right. Your price today is not £44.95. Oh my goodness. It's £34.95. Now, oh my gosh, lowest ever price. We wanted to leave you with some crazy prices and we have just done it. I have never ever done you a strand of sapphire this beautiful at that price point before ever. This is seductively sparkly. This has got clarity unlike anything else. The colour is so beautiful. It's totally natural, ladies and gentlemen. And when I say natural, on the majority of gemstones, as soon as you say natural, you are looking at minimum a price hike of 50%, usually on emerald. The gap on it is if you've got emerald and it's natural, there'll be a 50% price rise on emerald to that which is treated. But on sapphire, because it's so rare, you're looking at more like an 80% price hike. I'm bringing this to you though at even lower than if it was treated. £34.95. I cannot even tell you. Please look at this against my neckline because I need to have this in my life. What would you do with this lovely Liz? Oh my gosh, you can see the sparkle from there.
You can. You don't want the necessary, I mean it is lovely as a whole strand, but I think you just need little bits of it to highlight, as little sections that would sparkle and set off other things, but be set off by other things. So it's like a bit of like pictures in a portrait gallery. You don't want them all jumbled on top of each other because you can never see each one clearly. You want a little bit of space in between so you can really appreciate them.
You can really appreciate them. I absolutely get that. I really do. Oh my gosh, I love this. I can't believe I'm giving you £10 off the most beautiful sapphire. I can't believe I'm bringing you natural sapphire at this price point. It is astonishing. Honestly, just add it to your order. Look at that, simple. You don't even have to do much. Look at the amount you're getting though. That is a hefty amount. 20 carats worth you're getting here. This is truly one of Mother Nature's rarities and it's yours today for just £34.95. You're gonna have to be quick though. Not got that many of them left right now. Am I doing another one of the big four now?
Ooh. A ring would be perfect as well because you can actually appreciate it rather than it being around your neck where only other people appreciate it.
Good point.
So I think rings are rather nice with things like that.
I think that's why I love rings so much.
You can sit and gaze at it all day, yes.
Yeah. When you get a bit bored of someone like, oh, da, da, da. Gorgeous. Got one of the big 4. What's the price point on this? Stop it. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, and this has only had oiling. That's it. Oh my gosh, oiling, if you don't know what oiling is a treatment, as we had before. It's essentially the tamest of all treatments. It is. You can actually oil, and we do suggest this sometimes, you can actually oil emeralds at home. It basically just gives you a beautiful brilliance, it gives you a beautiful shine. It makes the gemstone come alive, I always think. Oiling, realistically, you can do it yourself at home. You just get a bit of any kind of baby oil. Others are available. Baby oil. Heat it up so it's like lukewarm. You can still put your finger in it. Leave your emeralds in it a couple of hours, and that's it. That's all that's like happened to this. But can you see how bright this is? How gorgeous this is? How high shine this is?
Can you do that with lots of stones?
Emerald's the best one because emerald takes to it the most, because emerald is the one that suffers most from inclusion, and because of the inclusions with a lot of gemstones, it kind of weakens them. It doesn't really with emerald. It just gives lots of gaps and lots of holes, which can make them look a bit dull. Emerald's the #1 to do it to. It's the #1 gemstone. But you can do it with any emerald. If you've got an emerald at home that looks a bit...
I'm, chock-a-block with emeralds, personally.
Of course you are! I love that. Oh my goodness, do you love it? Do you love it at this price? Do you love it at that price for emeralds?
Really beautiful, yes.
Genuinely.
Again, how many rings could you make from that? As little cluster rings?
Emerald cluster rings.
Yes.
Oh my God. Because that's the thing as well, don't forget this for me. This is highly faceted, it's got beautiful areas of clarity to it, gorgeous colour graduation throughout, workmanship is special in this. It's super duper high shine and it's emerald. Now don't forget, I know we do amazing prices here, we really do, but don't forget, to anyone else in the world who maybe hasn't found us, emerald is, if you said to someone, oh, you could buy emerald for $24.95, they'd look at you like, you're after you pull the other one, wouldn't they?
Yes.
They really, really would. You know those gorgeous Alison Towery shoes that's sheeted with the emerald? This would be even more special, wouldn't it, really? Wouldn't it? I'm about to make it more special. Oh, gosh. Get yourself on the phone.
Yes, please, 6 of them.
Now you can have emerald. Emerald for £17.95. That is my mind blown. I cannot get over that. Congratulations, everybody. PS, JB81, lots of you coming in on the phones right now. Congratulations. I did not want to let you down, and I hope to say I haven't. £17.95. This is absolutely gorgeous variety that we have here. It really, really is. What do you think of doing with this then? Cluster rings?
I think cluster rings would be perfect because you can really admire them, and they're just beautiful colours. And they sparkle so beautifully now that they've been oiled. And I think I'd like to sit and admire them.
Love that. I love the idea of that. I really, really do. Oh my gosh, I need this in my life. £17.95. There's lots of you getting your hands on this. Congratulations, Jill and Sue and Alison and Carol, Pam, Cheryl, Jude, everyone checking out your baskets. Congratulations, lovely ladies and lovely gentlemen, getting your hands on this beautiful strand. I love it.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it? Now, I'm saying, yeah, come with me, Strand.
It's just come to me.
I know. Oh my God.
It is lovely. I like that.
Do you know why they chose this gemstone for the Wizard of Oz?
I have no idea. Why did they choose this gemstone for the Wizard of Oz?
Because in the original book, it was said that the wizard made everyone wear emerald-coloured glasses so that everybody looked the same and everyone was treated equally.
Oh, really?
Now you know.
Try that one out. I just need some emeralds to make the glasses with.
Oh my God, that would be. Please come in with
strand.
yeah, please come in with emerald glasses next time, Liz.
Okay, I'm going to work on that one.
Last chance to get your hands on it. Your names have gone off my screen. I've got multi-buyers on this. It's £17.95 for you, 10 carats worth of your emerald. Congratulations, all of you lovely, lovely people. £17.95. Spellbinding, do you love it?
I
Do you? Yeah. It's lush. Is it Gert lush? Yeah, we said it together. It's just made my day. Lovely, wonderful, wonderful Liz. You light my day.
Oh.
You make me smile so much. Thank you for joining us today.
It's a real pleasure. I'm just so sad that it's the last Jewel Enamel show. Yeah, but we've had so much fun.
I know. Let me take this off.
That'd
I've
be
just
nice.
realised because I would walk off with
she
that.
would have walked off with
When
it.
are you next on with us, love? And what are you going to be doing?
That I'm going to have to wait till Pip tells me, but it will be, I think it's about the 13th of September, something like that. I think.
Unlucky for
No,
some.
11th of September.
11th of September.
yes.
Okay, and what are we going to be doing?
I am probably some friendly plastic, maybe some cloud. Well, I'll ask Pip and then I'll let you know.
Who knows? Apparently, my director Ryan's like, she's doing friendly plastic.
Yeah.
Apparently, he knows.
Oh,
No
that's
idea.
all right. Thank you.
No idea. Thank you so much. You're an absolute love. Hello,
Enamel deals continue.
Do they?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We continue to bring you clearance deals on enamel,
Oh.
as well as all the usual treats and the lovely Laura Binding.
Who's over
Yay.
here?
Come on, Laura.
Come in, Spelby.
Oh, lovely.
I missed you.
I know.
Hi.
Oh,
When am I working with you next?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Don't know.
What time do you finish? 9? Thank you so much for joining me today for our last ever Jewel Enamel show. You're all absolute loves. I will see you tomorrow 1 until 5. And I have got who? Only the Gemma Crowster. Oh, wow. Of course, I've got her tomorrow 1 till 5. Stay tuned for the late show because we've got a little bit more enamel for you. I will see you tomorrow. We will see you soon. Have a lovely evening.
Bye.
Hi jewellery makers, if you're a Freeview viewer, you can now continue to watch the show live by switching over to channel 64. Our brand new 24-hour channel is available to the majority of homes in the UK, so grab your remote now to make sure you